Dorothy Allison's mysterious abilities. From Nutley, New Jersey, Dorothy Allison is a psychic and housewife who has helped police departments with hundreds of investigations. The authorities see her abilities as authentic and are astonished by the specifics she has provided for their cases. Sergeant Don Vicaro of the Nutley Police Department stated that witnessing Dorothy's forecasts materialize was the most astonishing experience of his life. Dorothy has resided in New Jersey her entire life. She has 4 offspring, and her spouse, Bob, is an engineer employed by a construction firm in Manhattan, New York. At the age of 14, she had the initial manifestation of her psychic powers through a vision of her seemingly healthy father's demise. In the vision, she observed a funeral wreath on their front entrance, and he succumbed to pneumonia 3 days later. When Dorothy's prophecy came true, she was naturally angry. She perceived her powers as malevolent. Nevertheless, her mother, a psychic herself, informed her that she possessed a skill. She stated that Dorothy need not be concerned and would not perpetually observe negative occurrences. She remarked that Dorothy will achieve great success with her talent, although advised her against utilizing it for financial gain. Additionally, Dorothy's mother cautioned her that she must have the guts to stand by herself and maintain her composure in the face of doubt. Notwithstanding her mother's reassurances, Dorothy endured years longing to be devoid of her powers. At one time, she assumed the role of a parlor psychic and foretold individuals' fates. In 1967, Dorothy saw a vivid dream concerning 5-year-old Michael Kursix, who had vanished after slipping into a creek in Nutley. She approached the police and precisely detailed his attire and the location where his body was subsequently discovered. Subsequent to her precise forecast, law enforcement agencies reached out to her for assistance in resolving cases. Following the Kursix inquiry, the majority of Dorothy's cases have included the passing of innocent individuals. Dorothy frequently questioned why this happened to her. During these events, she said that it has been challenging for her both emotionally and physically. She resigned for 3 years due to the considerable difficulty she had. Nevertheless, she has subsequently come to embrace her gifts, recognizing their potential to assist others. Dorothy characterizes her psychic visions as akin to activating a television and receiving an image in her thoughts. At times, they are presented in color, while at other instances, they are depicted in black and white. She perceives the past, present, and future simultaneously. Occasionally, her visions are rapid, chaotic, and challenging to interpret. Dorothy's visions reveal victims, the sites of their remains, and the individuals who took their life. In her work on cases, she frequently witnesses the crime and perceives the odors emanating from the site. To elicit a vision, she prefers to visit the homes of victims and handle their belongings. She utilizes their images to accurately identify their places. She examines crime scene images to aid in visualizing the offenses. Dorothy operates for 18 hours daily from her kitchen. Dorothy receives calls nearly every day from investigators and relatives of missing individuals. Despite receiving no compensation for her efforts, except from travel fees, she has been solicited to assist in numerous investigations. She has traversed the United States and accumulated numerous diplomas, letters of commendation, and honorary badges from police departments in recognition of her assistance. Following Dorothy's assistance with the John DeMars case, Detective Sal Lubertazzi of the Nutley Police Department offered to serve as her liaison with other law enforcement agencies. He evaluates each assistance request and elucidates her methodology. He assists in elucidating her visions. The employment of psychics in law enforcement is frequently contentious. They are often imprecise, and frequently they are frauds. However, a select handful appear to possess a unique talent, an inexplicable capacity to foresee specifics still concealed in the future. Dorothy asserts that she has contributed to the resolution of 90% of the cases she has handled and has assisted in locating over 100 missing individuals. She has found the locations of bodies, the circumstances surrounding the victims, and the timing of their discovery. Dorothy once alerted a police officer that his daughter intended to take her own life, which she subsequently did. In a separate instance, she informed a beautician that one of her clients intended to do the same. She characterized the woman, noting that she frequently grasped a religious artifact. Following the incident, the woman's parents inquired of Dorothy regarding the object. She stated it was located in the woman's jewelry box. The parents approached the box and discovered it. On a separate occasion, Dorothy accurately foretold the precise time and place of a man taking his life. In another case, she precisely identified the weapon that was used to take a life. It was a circular television wire, the location where the individual was transported, the site of the individual's discovery, the state of the body upon discovery, and the suspect's profession. In a separate instance, she precisely forecasted that a missing 14-year-old boy from Maryland would be discovered employed as a cook in California. In February 1974, Patty Hearst was taken by the Symbionese Liberation Army. Dorothy observed Patty in a confined, dimly lit area. She observed Patty's hair colored crimson, and subsequently, she encountered Patty in Pennsylvania and New York City. She also witnessed her collaborating with her captors in executing a bank heist. All of these forecasts materialized. In 1974, Richard Weiler and Albert Sutler vanished while piloting a tiny aircraft. Dorothy precisely forecasted their discovery in a forested region on December 9, 1974, and anticipated some specifics regarding the crash location. Dorothy's success has often been remarkable. The mysterious event involving Kenneth Dun. 19-year-old Kenneth Dun was an aspiring student anticipating college. On the afternoon of December 23, 1988, he accompanied his buddies, Lavon Allen III, Kenneth Newkirk, and Darius Bannerman, on an excursion for last-minute Christmas shopping. They intended to do a 1.5-hour journey from Greensboro to Raleigh via Interstate 40. 17-year-old Laverne was operating his father's Plymouth Duster. He had recently been awarded a scholarship to the Air Force Academy. 19-year-old Kenneth Dun was an engineering student preparing to commence college in the autumn. 17-year-old Kenneth Newkirk occupied the rear seat. He had recently been awarded a scholarship to a nearby institution. Darius, his 17-year-old cousin, was a prominent high school basketball player. They have maintained a close friendship for several years. While traversing Interstate 40, they encountered a vehicle operated by Grady Alexander. Moments later, he observed a blue Monte Carlo rapidly overtaking him, seemingly in pursuit of the Plymouth Duster. He observed that it bore Georgia license plates and contained a guy and a woman. The occupants of the Plymouth Duster realized that it was approaching them. Laverne attempted to accelerate, although it stayed directly behind their front bumper. Darius had napped, but awakened to his buddies discussing the vehicle behind them. Suddenly, the driver of the Monte Carlo collided with the front of his vehicle with the rear of the Plymouth Duster. Laverne accelerated, maneuvering between vehicles to distance the Monte Carlo from them. Nevertheless, it persisted in trailing them, exceedingly close behind. Darius saw that the driver exhibited an irate and frenzied expression, suggesting that they had provoked him in some manner. The driver of the Monte Carlo maneuvered alongside and sideswiped the Plymouth Duster. He subsequently approached from behind and struck the rear once more. Subsequent to being hit multiple further times, Laverne lost control of the vehicle, veered off the roadway, overturned, and came to rest in a field. Shortly thereafter, at 2:30, law enforcement and emergency medical personnel arrived at the location. Laverne was confined in the vehicle for 30 minutes. Following transport to a trauma center, his leg was severed at the thigh. Kenneth Newkirk sustained a fractured skull and a shattered leg. Darius sustained a fractured wrist and facial injuries. Kenneth Dun was regrettably declared deceased at the location. Eyewitnesses reported a guy and lady in a Monte Carlo who momentarily exited the vehicle to observe. The woman shouted for the male to re-enter. They subsequently compiled and departed. The accident to this day remains a mystery, and unfortunately, the individuals have never been located or identified. Mysterious 10,000-year-old cave paintings found in India. A mysterious cave painting was uncovered by Dr. Bhagat and his team while investigating an old Indian cave system. Their research revealed that they had discovered a fascinating cave painting that remarkably resembled an alien species. They calculated that this painting might be over 10,000 years old, which is astounding. Regarding this incredible discovery, Dr. Bhagat stated that he would be very interested in hearing NASA's and the Indian Space Research Organization's perspectives. Some theorists have conjectured that sophisticated ancient civilizations flourished thousands of years ago and left behind convincing evidence of their existence, spurred by this discovery. For example, some theories draw attention to the fascinating stone figure discovered in Guatemala among a collection of prehistoric Mayan ruins. With remarkable accuracy, this stone statue portrays a contemporary astronaut and was expertly carved from stone. It goes without saying that this mysterious stone image has been the subject of many discussions about ancient civilizations. Some argue that the fact that these gods are portrayed as sophisticated beings from far-off planets is evidence of their superior intellect and technological prowess. These ancient societies are said to have had a deep understanding of astronomy, space exploration, and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. This amazing find adds an exciting new dimension to our understanding of humanity's ancient past, together with the cave painting discovered in India. Scientists and fans alike are still enthralled with the quest for answers and the interpretation of these mysterious treasures. The cave paintings, which are located not far from central India, are a fascinating sight because they show a diversity of animal and human characters. More startlingly, these old paintings show representations of non-Indian animals, including fish, giraffes, and kangaroos. But the research team was drawn to one specific painting because of its distinctiveness. Team member Dr. Bhagat offered an intriguing interpretation of this finding, arguing that it raises the potential that early humans may have seen or imagined extraterrestrial life. The fact that characters in some of the scenarios are wearing spacesuits adds credence to this idea, which still fascinates people and researchers alike. Although similar cave paintings have been found previously, none have until now shown such detailed and sophisticated depictions. Surprisingly, this particular area is also the location of representations of flying saucers, apparatus, and abductions, leading hobbyist researchers to wonder why mainstream scientists have not conducted additional research. They contend that the exclusion of these startling discoveries from the history books impedes our ability to comprehend the past, and assert that these discoveries may offer priceless insights. Conversely, orthodox scholars have written these representations off as simple illustrations with little historical value. The Willis Tower Encounter. In 2017, a chilling sighting from the Willis Tower in Chicago captured the attention of local residents, cryptid enthusiasts, and internet communities around the world. The Willis Tower, formerly known as the Sears Tower, stands at a towering 527 meters or 1,729 feet, making it one of the tallest skyscrapers in the United States. The building's height and distinctive structure have made it an iconic part of the Chicago skyline and an ideal vantage point for panoramic city views. But on one ordinary day, a man's innocent glance toward the skyscraper's peak turned into an encounter with the inexplicable. As he looked up, he saw a creature that appeared to be approximately 6 feet tall, with a human-like body and massive wings. The creature propelled itself through the sky in an unsettling, otherworldly manner, blending human and avian features in a sight he could hardly believe. The witness described the creature in vivid detail. It had a humanoid shape, roughly the size of an average adult, but with a set of wings that extended wide and muscular, as if crafted for power and speed. The wings were leathery and bat-like, reminiscent of those of a large bird, or even a mythical creature, like a gargoyle or a demon. Its movements were smooth and purposeful, as if the creature was entirely at ease in its element, soaring around the tower with ease and precision. The witness noted that, unlike birds or other typical city-dwelling animals, this creature seemed completely undaunted by its surroundings, as if it belonged in the sky above Chicago. As word of the sighting spread, it quickly became one of the most talked-about encounters in local lore. The man's account added to the already mysterious urban legends surrounding sightings of winged creatures, sometimes referred to as flying humanoids or Mothmen. Chicago had already seen an increase in such reports, with dozens of sightings of similar creatures reported by other witnesses around Lake Michigan and nearby areas. People began speculating whether this was the same Mothman figure that was reportedly seen in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, in the 1960s, or perhaps a new and distinct cryptid that had taken up residence in the windy metropolis. Theories about the creature's origins and purpose began to surface, sparking curiosity and fear. Some speculated that the creature might be an escaped experimental subject from a clandestine lab, a genetic hybrid designed for unknown purposes. Others believed it could be a supernatural entity, perhaps a harbinger of misfortune, as many link the appearance of winged humanoids to impending disasters or tragedies. In the case of the original Mothman sightings in Point Pleasant, the creature's appearance was allegedly connected to the collapse of the Silver Bridge, a catastrophic event that led to the deaths of 46 people. Those who believed in these omen theories worried that the appearance of a similar creature above the Willis Tower could portend an impending disaster in Chicago. The psychological impact of this sighting cannot be overlooked. Chicago's Willis Tower is a well-known landmark, frequented by thousands of tourists and residents daily. The sighting of such an unusual creature so close to a symbol of modern achievement challenged the boundary between the natural and the supernatural. Some residents reported feeling uneasy, noting that this sighting added a layer of mystique and uncertainty to the city they thought they knew so well. As with many such sightings, no definitive photographic evidence surfaced, making the story difficult to verify. The absence of clear evidence left the public divided. Some fully believed the account, while others dismissed it as an exaggerated misunderstanding. Nevertheless, the sighting spurred many Chicago residents to share their own strange experiences. Several locals reported similar encounters in the area, describing a winged figure with a human-like form gliding across the night sky. These additional testimonies, while not corroborated with hard evidence, lent a sense of credibility to the original story, suggesting that the man's encounter might not have been an isolated incident. Since then, the Willis Tower winged creature has become a fixture in urban legends surrounding Chicago. Cryptid researchers, paranormal researchers, and curious locals alike continue to discuss the sighting and speculate on its origins. Some have even organized watch parties, gathering in the city's high-rise buildings or along the lakefront in hopes of catching a glimpse of the mysterious being. The story has inspired numerous blogs, podcasts, and articles, capturing the fascination of people intrigued by the possibility of the unknown among us. The allure of the unknown, coupled with the timeless appeal of urban legends, has allowed the story of the winged creature at Willis Tower to remain alive. Whether a true cryptid or simply a trick of perception, the sighting represents humanity's eternal fascination with what lies beyond the bounds of the ordinary. The mystery of the Great Unconformity. In the annals of geological history, there exists a phenomenon so perplexing and mysterious that it has puzzled scientists and scholars for centuries: the Great Unconformity. Spanning vast stretches of time and space, this geological anomaly defies conventional explanation, leaving behind a tantalizing puzzle that continues to captivate the imagination of researchers and enthusiasts alike. At its core lies the mystery of a billion years of missing rock, where 3-billion-year-old sediment abruptly gives way to relatively young, 550-million-year-old layers sitting directly on top of it, challenging our understanding of Earth's tumultuous past and raising profound questions about the forces that have shaped our planet over millennia. The story of the Great Unconformity begins billions of years ago, during a time when the Earth was a vastly different place than it is today. A primordial world teeming with volcanic activity, shifting tectonic plates, and turbulent seas. It was during this tumultuous period that the foundation of the Great Unconformity was laid, as layers of sediment gradually accumulated on the Earth's surface, forming the bedrock upon which life would eventually emerge. Yet, somewhere along the way, a dramatic and inexplicable event occurred, a cataclysmic upheaval that would forever alter the landscape of the planet and leave behind a perplexing geological puzzle for future generations to unravel. What exactly transpired during this fateful moment remains a subject of intense speculation and debate, with theories ranging from massive volcanic eruptions to global glaciation to extraterrestrial impacts. Whatever the cause, the result was clear. A vast expanse of rock spanning more than 1 billion years of Earth's history was inexplicably eroded away, leaving behind a conspicuous gap in the geological record known as the Great Unconformity. In some places, the erosion was so severe that entire mountain ranges were worn down to nothing, their ancient secrets lost to the ravages of time. For centuries, scientists struggled to make sense of this geological anomaly, piecing together clues from rock formations around the world in an effort to unravel the mystery of the missing billion years. Some hypothesized that the missing rock had simply been eroded away by the forces of wind and water, gradually wearing down the Earth's surface over millions of years. Others proposed more radical explanations, suggesting that the missing rock had been subducted deep beneath the Earth's crust or blasted into space by cataclysmic impacts. Yet, despite decades of research and speculation, the true nature of the Great Unconformity remains elusive, with no single explanation able to fully account for the complex interplay of geological forces at work. Indeed, the very existence of the Great Unconformity challenges our understanding of Earth's geological history, forcing us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the surface of the planet. In recent years, advances in technology and research techniques have shed new light on the Great Unconformity, offering fresh insights into the forces that have shaped our planet over billions of years. High-resolution imaging and mapping techniques have revealed previously unseen details of the rock layers, while sophisticated dating methods have provided more precise estimates of their age and origin. Yet, despite these advances, many questions remain unanswered, and the mystery of the Great Unconformity continues to defy easy explanation. What caused the erosion of 1 billion years of Earth's history? Why did it happen so suddenly and with such catastrophic force? And what can the Great Unconformity tell us about the future of our planet and the forces that continue to shape it today? The Dancing Plague of 1518. In the annals of history, there exists a bizarre and inexplicable phenomenon that has captured the imagination of scholars and historians for centuries: the Dancing Plague of 1518. What began as a seemingly innocuous incident in the streets of Strasbourg, France, soon spiraled into a mass hysteria that defied rational explanation, leaving behind a trail of confusion, fear, and intrigue that continues to fascinate and perplex to this day. At its core lies the inexplicable urge of hundreds of individuals to dance uncontrollably for days on end, an event so bizarre and surreal that it defies easy explanation and challenges our understanding of the human mind and spirit. In July of 1518, Frau Trophea started to dance wildly in the streets of Strasbourg, France, right in front of her neighbours. Her face showed no sign of enthusiasm, and there was no music. It seemed like she could not contain her craze. It was the beginning of the 1518 dancing plague. The elders of the city might have assumed that this was a one-off episode and attributed it to insanity or demonic possession. However, Trophea's neighbour quickly joined in on her dance. After a week, over 30 individuals were dancing on the city's streets all day and night. By the time a month had gone by, the phenomena had affected at least 400 Strasbourg residents. Once a few of the dancers started passing away from heart attacks, strokes, or weariness, medical and local authorities were contacted. These men thought that dancing more would make the dancing better. For some reason, that is beyond explanation. Everything about this seems like an old legend, but the 1518 dance is well documented in historical, medical, municipal, and religious documents. Researchers from now go through those notes and formulate speculations about what might have caused this strange episode. According to one of those beliefs, there was mass panic that affected the dancers. These are situations in which multiple people think they have the same illness. They frequently occur during periods of great stress for the impacted community. The Strasbourg episode happened at a time when starvation and malnourishment were widespread, leading to fatalities. Agriculture is the subject of a second theory. When a particular type of mold attacks rye grains, it causes a condition known as ergotism. Seizures may result from eating the contaminated rye, although the affected people in Strasbourg appeared to be performing traditional dances rather than having any kind of seizure. The mystery of Harold Holt. The disappearance of Harold Holt, the 17th Prime Minister of Australia, remains one of the most intriguing and enduring mysteries in modern history. On December 17, 1967, Holt vanished while swimming at Cheviot Beach near Portsea, Victoria, under circumstances that have puzzled investigators, the public, and historians alike for decades. Despite extensive searches, his body was never found, and no definitive explanation for his disappearance has ever been confirmed. Holt's case has given rise to numerous theories, ranging from accidental drowning to elaborate espionage conspiracies, creating a lasting aura of intrigue around the life and mysterious death of a sitting Australian Prime Minister. Harold Holt was an avid swimmer and spearfisher, well known for his adventurous spirit and his love of the ocean. On the day of his disappearance, he decided to go for a swim at Cheviot Beach, a location known for its rough waves and strong undercurrents. Accompanied by several friends, Holt entered the water, but quickly ventured out of sight. His friends noted the strong surf and dangerous conditions, but were used to Holt's confidence in the ocean. Within minutes, Holt was swept away by the waves, disappearing from view entirely. Despite their efforts to locate him, Holt was gone, marking the beginning of an exhaustive search and a mystery that would never be resolved. The immediate response to Holt's disappearance was one of shock and disbelief, sparking one of the largest search operations in Australian history. Hundreds of personnel, including police officers, military divers and volunteers, scoured the area for days. Helicopters, boats, and even submarines were deployed in the effort to locate the missing Prime Minister. Despite the extensive search, no trace of Holt was found, not his body, nor any personal belongings, nor any signs that could indicate his whereabouts. This lack of evidence was particularly baffling given the scale of the search and the resources allocated. After several days, the search was eventually called off, and the public was left with more questions than answers. In the wake of the fruitless search, theories about what happened to Holt began to proliferate. The official conclusion, as recorded by authorities, was that Holt drowned in the rough surf at Cheviot Beach, succumbing to the dangerous conditions of the area. The beach was known for strong currents, treacherous waves, and underwater hazards, which made it plausible that even an experienced swimmer like Holt could be overpowered by the forces of nature. This explanation remains the most widely accepted theory among officials, though the absence of a body and personal effects has left room for doubt and fueled speculation about alternative scenarios. One of the most popular conspiracy theories surrounding Holt's disappearance is that he was involved in espionage and may have been taken by a foreign power. During the 1960s, Cold War tensions were high, and Australia's political and military alliances were crucial to Western interests in the Asia-Pacific region. Some theorists believe that Holt, who had strengthened Australia's ties with the United States and supported the Vietnam War, might have been targeted by foreign intelligence agencies, specifically the Soviet Union or China. A well-known rumor posits that Holt was secretly working for the Chinese government and was extracted by a submarine that was waiting offshore. This theory, while colorful and imaginative, lacks any substantial evidence and is largely dismissed by historians and intelligence experts. Nevertheless, it continues to capture the public's imagination and adds a layer of intrigue to Holt's disappearance. Another popular theory suggests that Holt may have faked his own death. Proponents of this theory argue that Holt, potentially overwhelmed by the pressures of his office or disillusioned by his political career, decided to escape his responsibilities by disappearing entirely. Those who believe in this theory speculate that Holt might have orchestrated his own disappearance, perhaps with the help of close associates, and started a new life somewhere far from Australia. However, there is little to support this theory, and by most accounts, Holt was dedicated to his role as Prime Minister, actively involved in politics, and had shown no indication of wanting to abandon his position. Additionally, the logistics required to stage such a disappearance successfully make this theory highly unlikely. The most plausible explanation remains that Holt tragically drowned due to the treacherous conditions of Cheviot Beach. Witness accounts describe a turbulent sea with high waves and strong currents on the day of his disappearance, conditions that could easily overwhelm even the strongest swimmer. Some oceanographers have argued that the underwater topography of Cheviot Beach, combined with the powerful riptides and unpredictable currents, made it a particularly dangerous location. However, skeptics of this theory point to the absence of Holt's body, which many find unusual even given the dangers of the area. In similar cases, bodies have often washed up along the coastline, yet Holt's was never found. Holt's disappearance and the mystery surrounding it have had a lasting impact on Australian culture and politics. As a sitting Prime Minister, his sudden loss left a void in leadership that Australia struggled to fill. In the years that followed, Holt's legacy has been overshadowed by the fascination with his disappearance, and his accomplishments as Prime Minister have been somewhat eclipsed by the mystery of his final moments. The case remains one of Australia's greatest unsolved mysteries, a subject of countless books, documentaries, and discussions that continue to captivate audiences worldwide. The mystery of Harold Holt's disappearance speaks to the human desire to seek answers and make sense of the unknown. Despite extensive investigations and logical explanations, the lack of closure keeps people questioning, theorizing, and speculating. As with many unsolved mysteries, the unknown details of Holt's final moments create a fertile ground for myth-making and conspiracy, keeping his story alive in the public imagination. In the end, Harold Holt's disappearance may never be fully explained, and it stands as a reminder of how quickly even the most influential lives can vanish without a trace. Whether Holt's end was a tragic accident, a complex plot, or an intentional act remains a mystery, one that will likely endure as a captivating piece of history for generations to come. The unanswered questions surrounding his fate have cemented Holt's legacy, leaving him forever linked to one of the most compelling mysteries of the 20th century. Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum theft. The largest art theft in modern history took place in under 81 minutes from beginning to end. On March 18, 1990 at 1 a.m, two men wearing police uniforms entered Boston's Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. After subduing two gullible night security officers, they duct-taped their victims to a workbench and a pipe in the museum's basement. The two then took down the 13 priceless pieces of art that were on show in the opulently furnished gallery, breaking the glass covering two Rembrandt paintings and severing the canvases from their ornate frames. After a little more than an hour, the robbers fled with an incredible collection of artwork, currently worth $500 million. The stolen artworks have never been found, even with a rush of media coverage and a $10 million prize from the museum for their safe return. The affluent American art collector Isabella Stewart Gardner built her private Venetian palazzo-inspired home into her namesake museum with the intention of using it for the education and enjoyment of the public forever. However, following her passing in 19, the museum experienced financial ruin. According to The Guardian, the museum's security vulnerabilities were well known to Boston's criminal class by 1990, making it a potential sitting duck for a robbery. The two robbers deceived the youthful security officers on duty, Randy Hestand and Rick Abbott, into buzzing them inside late on the evening of March 18th. The criminals pretended to be police officers responding to a disturbance report related to the boisterous St. Patrick's Day celebrations going on outside by dressing in stolen police uniforms. After breaking through the defenseless security guards, the robbers turned off the surveillance cameras and began taking priceless artwork from its frames. With the artwork in tow, the thieves made two separate journeys to their car before leaving at 2:45 in the morning. The night guards, with their lips taped shut, were stuck in the museum basement until the police, alerted by the next group of guards to come at the museum, discovered them at 8:15 in the morning. The robbers quickly headed for some of the most valuable pieces in the museum, such as Johannes Vermeer's The Concert, which is one of the few surviving paintings by the Dutch Old Master, Christ in the Storm on the Sea of Galilee, the only known seascape painted by Rembrandt, and A Lady and Gentleman in Black. They also acquired an old Chinese bronze vase, 5 sketches by French impressionist Edgar Degas, a miniature painting of a man by Edouard Manet, and a self-portrait sketch by Rembrandt. Strangely, the robbers settled for a metal ornament in the shape of an eagle instead of trying to steal the banner of Napoleon's Imperial Guard from its frame. The FBI declared in 2013 that it had a high degree of confidence in identifying the two robbers. The organization named George Reisfelder and Leonard DiMuzio, two associates of the late mobster Carmelo Molino, as its main suspects in 2015. Both passed away within a year after the theft and resembled police sketches of the perpetrators. Additionally, the investigators stated that they believed the art was shipped to Connecticut and the Philadelphia area through networks of organized crime, where the criminals tried to resell the pieces on the black market, but after those failed sales attempts, the trail of artworks disappears. The exact burial site of Genghis Khan will likely never be found. The burial site of Genghis Khan, one of history's most powerful and influential conquerors, remains an enduring mystery. Despite numerous attempts by archaeologists, historians, and explorers, the exact location of his grave has eluded discovery. This secrecy was likely intentional, as Genghis Khan's followers and descendants took extraordinary measures to keep the burial site concealed. From the intentional erasure of any physical markers to a pervasive cultural reverence for secrecy, several factors contribute to why the grave of Genghis Khan will likely never be found. Genghis Khan's life was shrouded in a strict code of loyalty and secrecy which extended to his death. Known for his formidable leadership and unifying influence, Genghis Khan was deeply revered by his followers, who were motivated to honor his death wishes, including his desire for a secret burial. According to historical accounts, upon his death in 1227, Genghis Khan instructed his followers to bury him in a place that would remain undiscovered. This wish for an unmarked grave was likely rooted in his desire to protect his legacy and prevent his burial site from becoming a target of desecration or a shrine. To ensure that no one could find the grave, it is said that Genghis Khan's funeral procession was deliberately concealed. According to legend, those who buried him killed anyone who witnessed the funeral, a measure meant to safeguard the grave's location. Once buried, the soldiers who interred him were reportedly killed as well, thereby ensuring that only a select few knew of the grave's precise location. These drastic measures indicate a deeply intentional effort to preserve secrecy, complicating any modern efforts to locate the grave. One of the greatest challenges in locating Genghis Khan's grave is Mongolia's rugged and expansive terrain. The country covers over 600,000 square miles, and much of it remains sparsely populated, with vast steppes, deserts, and mountainous regions. Genghis Khan is believed to have been buried somewhere near his birthplace, potentially in the Khenti Mountains, a range considered sacred and protected from excavation by Mongolian law. The mountainous region, along with its dense forests and limited infrastructure, makes it particularly difficult for archaeologists to conduct a systematic search. Over the centuries, the geography of Mongolia has changed, with natural events potentially altering the land around the burial site. Earthquakes, erosion, and other geological factors could have shifted or buried any trace of his grave deeper underground. With no markers or memorials left to signify the location, researchers are left with little more than speculative coordinates, making the search for his grave nearly impossible in such an expansive landscape. Mongolian cultural beliefs add an additional layer of complexity to the search for Genghis Khan's grave. The Mongolian people hold great respect for their ancestors and revere Genghis Khan as a foundational figure of their national identity. In Mongolian culture, it is considered disrespectful and even sacrilegious to disturb a grave, especially that of an esteemed leader like Genghis Khan. Many Mongolians believe that disturbing his resting place could bring about misfortune or disrupt his spirit, which is believed to protect and unify the Mongolian people. This respect has translated into a cultural reluctance to excavate or explore potential burial sites, despite historical and archaeological curiosity. Laws exist in Mongolia that explicitly prohibit excavation in certain areas associated with Genghis Khan, particularly around the Khenti Mountains. The combination of deep cultural respect, the potential consequences believed to accompany disturbing his grave, and legislative protection makes it unlikely that an official search will ever be permitted or supported within Mongolia. This cultural barrier further enforces the likelihood that Genghis Khan's burial site will remain undiscovered. Unlike many famous historical figures, Genghis Khan left no monuments, mausoleums, or inscriptions to mark his burial site. There are no contemporary records indicating the specific location of his grave. Genghis Khan's death and burial occurred during a time when record-keeping was less formalized, and given the secrecy surrounding his burial, it is unsurprising that written documentation is sparse or non-existent. Any clues that might have existed would have been intentionally destroyed or hidden by those closest to him. In addition, Genghis Khan's empire rapidly expanded after his death, with the focus of the Mongolian leadership shifting to governing vast territories rather than memorializing their leader. Over generations, details about his burial site may have been lost, or they may have become part of Mongolian oral tradition and folklore, where historical facts intertwine with myth. This absence of physical and written records leaves researchers with only legends and speculation, making the search for his grave akin to searching for a needle in a haystack. Modern technology has advanced our ability to explore ancient sites, using methods like satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, and remote sensing. However, even with these tools, no significant progress has been made in finding Genghis Khan's grave. Researchers and explorers have made multiple attempts, some as recent as the early 21st century, but each effort has been unsuccessful. The challenges of remote terrain, combined with Mongolia's restrictive excavation laws, limit the effectiveness of these technologies. Many are of the opinion that something happened to Dr. Amy Esgd, a researcher who had conducted research in the field of anti-gravity in Huntsville, Alabama. This unfortunate event occurred around the time when David Grush had a meeting with George Knapp and Jeremy Corbell. Furthermore, there is strong belief that Dr. Esgd is one of the individuals whom Grush mentioned as having been taken out, as referred to in the UAP hearings. Upon delving into the perplexing demise of Dr. Amy Esgd in Huntsville, Alabama, and the unexplained disappearances of fellow researchers who delved into anti-gravity studies, a disquieting sensation ensues. Some have said that Dr. Lee's inexplicable vanishing parallels Dr. Esgd's disconcerting fate. Her whereabouts remained a mystery until inquiries after her passing unveiled the truth, initiated by her contact with her son. Dr. Esgd, gearing to publicize her anti-gravity investigations, tragically met her end shortly following a meeting with NASA scientists in Huntsville. Those who have researched this topic, along with anti-gravity technology, have said that in a more alarming scenario, individuals could encounter the formidable Invention Secrecy Act of 1951, a regulation mandated by the Department of Energy. The Department of Defense, solely in 2022, classified over 80 inventions as confidential through the imposition of a national security order. This decision, taken unilaterally, leaves inventors essentially powerless, lacking any viable recourse when subjected to it. The hindrance posed by this legislation significantly restricts the presence of free enterprise within the realm of science in the United States. Consequently, it brings into question the ethical stance of the US government, drawing troubling comparisons to regimes historically known for curbing scientific and economic freedom. Amy also demonstrated her keen business acumen while serving as the chairwoman and president of the Institute for Exotic Science in Huntsville, Alabama, an organization she played a pivotal role in co-founding. Her fondness for space exploration can be traced back to her formative years spent in the Rocket City. Upon completing her double major in chemistry and biology, she diversified her expertise by delving into interdisciplinary studies and obtaining mastery in electrical engineering, chemistry, physics, genetic engineering, and nanotechnology. This diverse skill set enabled her to not only lead the Institute for Exotic Science, but also contributed to her remarkable journey as an entrepreneur. Extensive exploration of anti-gravity technology and associated aircraft has revealed that researchers often face significant personal risk due to the sensitive nature of the information they handle. This peril arises from the high-stakes nature of their research and the potential implications of their findings. The individuals delving into this field confront unique challenges, with their safety and well-being frequently in jeopardy as a result of their involvement in such groundbreaking and potentially disruptive technologies. Surprisingly, it is not the initial occurrence of a remark of this nature resounding. Numerous trustworthy individuals who have also witnessed the events have revealed that they faced serious threats for speaking out about the matter. They disclosed being cautioned to refrain from discussing their research findings publicly. Numerous explanations have been proposed regarding the vulnerability of these individuals, and the majority attribute it to the nature of the technology. Individuals involved in its development emphasize the universal desire to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands, making it imperative for those in authority to take any essential measures to maintain its confidentiality. The risk posed to these individuals is intricately linked to the characteristics of the technology itself. The inherent need to safeguard it from misuse underscores the unwavering dedication of those responsible to ensure its protection. The exploration of anti-gravity technology and mysterious aircrafts encapsulates a multifaceted and mysterious domain, which, while offering the prospect of revolutionary revelations, concurrently poses substantial hazards. The investigation of anti-gravity and mysterious aircrafts poses a significant risk to national security, primarily due to the potential for advanced capabilities that surpass human technology. If both of these areas of study are real, it prompts concerns about potential security breaches. The prospect that these aerial phenomena may represent advanced technology from rival nations or even advanced entities emphasizes the critical need for governments to thoroughly explore and comprehend these occurrences. However, the dissemination of confidential information concerning encounters could jeopardize national security, potentially resulting in conflicts and geopolitical instability. Therefore, the urgency to investigate and understand these phenomena is paramount, while also carefully managing the associated risks to national security. Engaging in the investigation of unidentified objects and anti-gravity technology can have significant impacts on both personal and professional aspects of an individual's life, and those who openly pursue this research may encounter mockery, doubt, and social exclusion, which can in turn lead to harm to their reputation, career prospects, and personal connections. The apprehension of being marginalized in society may discourage highly skilled scientists and scholars from entering this particular field, consequently restricting the pool of capable individuals who can contribute meaningfully to the exploration of this phenomena. Despite the potential impact of investigating these topics, this field frequently encounters challenges in obtaining financial backing and essential resources, in contrast to other branches of scientific study. The allocation of limited resources to this research can result in the diversion of funds from other crucial scientific inquiries. The lack of adequate financial backing may impede the advancement of cutting-edge research tools, technology, and data analysis methods, thereby limiting our capacity to unravel the mysteries surrounding the phenomena. This disparity in funding within the realm of scientific investigation can potentially stifle progress and hinder our ability to comprehensively explore and understand UFO-related phenomena. UFO research raises ethical questions regarding the handling of evidence and the rights of individuals involved in sightings. Privacy concerns arise when witnesses are scrutinized or subjected to invasive investigations. The potential exposure of sensitive information about witnesses or their involvement in UFO incidents can lead to ethical dilemmas, particularly when their consent has not been obtained. Balancing the pursuit of knowledge with ethical considerations is a constant challenge in this field. UFO research can take a toll on the well-being of investigators, with many who have researched these topics saying that they have experienced fear-related psychological distress. Researchers, too, may face stress and anxiety when confronted with the overwhelming nature of the unknown. The psychological toll of dealing with unexplained phenomena can be substantial and should not be underestimated. Research related to unidentified flying objects has occasionally been associated with pseudoscientific and fringe ideologies, which can have a detrimental impact on the credibility of genuine scientific inquiries. Therefore, it is imperative for researchers to uphold stringent scientific principles, adhere to the scientific process, and make a clear distinction between empirical, evidence-based conclusions and speculative theories. This proactive approach is essential in safeguarding the reputation and integrity of the field and preventing it from being delegitimized. The exploration of the possible validation of alien existence via the investigation of unidentified flying objects has the potential to deeply impact cultural and religious spheres. It may confront and even challenge existing belief systems and societal narratives, potentially giving rise to social and psychological frictions. Effectively addressing these delicate and complex matters necessitates thoughtful contemplation and tactful maneuvering, given their capacity to disrupt communities and induce unintended repercussions. The perils associated with delving into the realm of UFO research are varied and intricate. Although the exploration of this domain holds the potential for unraveling a genuine and enigmatic phenomenon, it also entails a range of hazards, including those related to national security, dissemination of misinformation, societal and professional stigmatization, constraints on resources, ethical quandaries, psychological and emotional ramifications, as well as associations with pseudoscience and conflicts rooted in culture and religion. These complexities emphasize the vital necessity for conducting responsible, thorough, and ethically sound research within the field of unidentified objects. It is imperative for researchers and enthusiasts alike to approach this subject matter with prudence, skepticism, and a steadfast dedication to uncovering truths while proactively addressing potential challenges. Striking a careful balance between the pursuit of knowledge and the recognition of potential perils is crucial for furthering our comprehension of these mysterious occurrences, without compromising aspects such as security, ethics, or credibility. Why did Nikola Tesla say that 369 was the key to the universe? Nikola Tesla, a brilliant mind ahead of his time, possessed a unique ability to perceive things that often eluded others. One such example is his profound insight into the vast possibilities of electricity, long before his peers could fathom its potential. This raises an intriguing question. Does Tesla's enigmatic 369 theory of the universe hold any substantial merit? Tesla's fascination with the numbers 3, 6, and 9 marked the beginning of his obsession, which led him to believe that these numbers held the ultimate secrets of the universe. Over time, this theory has garnered attention and has been further developed by individuals who seek to enhance their lives by utilizing the practice of manifestation. By diligently writing down their desires repeatedly, these individuals aim to bring them into reality. Tesla's deep fascination with the numbers 3, 6, and 9 served as the catalyst for his ongoing preoccupation. He firmly believed that these specific digits possessed immense significance and could unlock the mysteries of the universe. Nikola Tesla, a renowned inventor and electrical engineer of Serb ethnicity, came into this world on July 10, 1856, within the borders of present-day Croatia. From an early age, Tesla's remarkable intellect set him apart from his peers. In his autobiography, Tesla reminisces about his childhood, where he vividly describes his encounters with out-of-body experiences, transporting him to captivating realms that were seemingly as real and emotionally charged as his experiences in the physical world. Tesla's recollections unveil a fascinating glimpse into the inner workings of his mind, illustrating how his extraordinary mental capabilities allowed him to transcend the boundaries of conventional reality. Tesla possessed a remarkable ability known as an eidetic, or photographic memory, a cognitive advantage that he effectively employed to conceive and mold his groundbreaking concepts and inventions within his mind before bringing them into tangible existence. When Nikola Tesla embarked on his journey as an adult, he quickly recognized that he possessed a unique disposition compared to his fellow inventors. What set him apart was his remarkable patience, a quality he observed to be lacking in others. Tesla's exceptional capacity for contemplation and careful deliberation allowed him to avoid hasty missteps. This remarkable attribute epitomized his approach to problem-solving and innovation. Unlike his contemporaries, he devoted ample time to thoroughly conceptualizing and refining his ideas before implementation. The inventor's reflective approach proved to be highly effective throughout his professional journey. Despite not achieving great wealth, Tesla managed to produce a remarkable array of groundbreaking creations that still hold significant importance in today's world. Among these notable inventions are the revolutionary concepts of alternating current and the induction motor. Furthermore, Tesla's experiments also ventured into realms previously explored by other innovators, encompassing advancements in areas such as X-rays, neon lights, and remote controls. Tesla's contributions to these fields were profound, leaving a lasting impact on the development and progress of modern technology. In his extensive body of work, renowned inventor Nikola Tesla embarked on a relentless quest to unravel and harness the enigmatic forces that exist in our world. While his groundbreaking experiments with electricity remain widely celebrated, Tesla's insatiable curiosity led him to explore the mystical significance of certain numbers, particularly 3, 6, and 9. Rather than mere numerical values, Tesla perceived these figures as keys to unlocking profound secrets embedded within the fabric of the universe. According to popular belief, Nikola Tesla is believed to have made a remarkable statement that holds profound significance. If one were to fully comprehend the extraordinary nature of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, an invaluable key to unlocking the vast mysteries of the universe would be within reach. Although there is uncertainty surrounding whether the renowned inventor Nikola Tesla actually spoke these famous words, there is no doubt that he possessed an intense fascination with numbers. Upon careful examination, we notice the emergence of a distinct pattern in which certain numbers are consistently absent. Specifically, the numbers 3, 6, and 9 appear to be excluded from this doubling sequence. Threes have held significant importance throughout human history, manifesting in various forms. For instance, triangles, which are characterized by 3 sides, hold great significance and are commonly found in structures like pyramids. Trinities, such as the well-known Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, have also played a prominent role in human history. Moreover, the renowned inventor Nikola Tesla identified a trifecta of energy, frequency, and vibration, which he believed encompassed the hidden secrets of the universe, Throughout his lifetime, Nikola Tesla displayed his deep fascination and fixation in various ways. One notable habit was his ritual of circling the block 3 times before entering a building. This peculiar behavior seemed to symbolize a personal belief or superstitious practice held by Tesla. Additionally, when it came to mundane tasks like washing dishes, he adhered to a specific routine. Interestingly, Tesla would utilize a staggering 18 napkins for this simple task, a number carefully chosen due to its divisibility by 9, 6, and 3. This deliberate choice suggests a meticulous and methodical approach to even the smallest actions. The manifestation of Nikola Tesla's visionary ideas may not align precisely with his initial envisioning of the 3 mystical numbers, but it serves as undeniable evidence that the enduring power and relevance of his concepts remain unwavering. This remarkable demonstration showcases the robustness and longevity of Tesla's intellectual contributions. Mysterious unidentified objects buzzed 3 destroyers for several days. According to the Freedom of Information Act records obtained by the news site The Drive, it has been revealed that 3 destroyers were repeatedly approached by unmanned aerial vehicles over the course of several days. These enigmatic aircraft were referred to as unmanned aerial vehicles in the logs, leaving the true nature of these unidentified crafts a mystery. The obtained records shed light on this intriguing incident, raising questions about the origin and purpose of these objects. The circumstances surrounding these encounters remain largely unknown, leaving room for speculation and further investigation. These unidentified crafts have sparked curiosity and intrigue within the military and aviation communities. According to the disclosed documents, in 2019, there were 3 unidentified objects that engaged in pursuit and circular maneuvers around 3 United States warships near the California coastline. These reports further elaborate that one of these crafts exhibited an extraordinary capability by matching the speed and trajectory of a destroyer for a staggering duration exceeding 90 minutes. It is important to note that all the information provided thus far is solely based on the accounts documented in the ship's logs. This intriguing incident raises numerous questions regarding the nature and origin of these unidentified objects, leaving experts and officials baffled. Further investigation and exploration into this phenomenon are necessary to unravel the truth behind these enigmatic encounters. The USS Kidd encountered a series of enigmatic objects, sparking intrigue and speculation among numerous sources. While some have hastily labeled these objects as drones, the official ship's logs describe them as unidentified aerial crafts. According to the detailed accounts in the logs, up to 6 of these crafts were observed maneuvering audaciously in the vicinity of the ship. The logs further elaborate on the sightings, stating, Kidd reported an unmanned aerial vehicle directly above, identified as a white light hovering over the ship's flight deck. Additionally, 2 unidentified objects were sighted on the starboard wing, followed by 4 more UAVs 6 minutes later near the starboard bridge. These intriguing events have generated significant curiosity and speculation among experts and observers alike. The logs serve as a testament to the highly unusual and captivating nature of these encounters. It is worth noting that the Navy vessels in question are equipped with state-of-the-art technology, including advanced sensors, radar systems, thermal imaging capabilities, and cutting-edge electro-optical systems. Despite the impressive array of tools at their disposal, none of these sophisticated technologies were able to track or identify the mysterious crafts that were observed. The Navy, confronted with the perplexing situation of encountering unidentified objects, turned to other agencies such as the Coast Guard, FBI, and various authorities in an attempt to unravel the enigma. Regrettably, despite their collaborative efforts, the investigation ultimately proved unsuccessful in providing a conclusive explanation for the nature or origin of these elusive airborne entities. The inability to unveil the truth surrounding these occurrences remains a challenging and unresolved mystery. There has been growing speculation surrounding the possibility of unidentified crafts closely observing ships, raising questions about their intentions. This phenomenon is not new, as there have been repeated reports of such unidentified crafts near our ships. Interestingly, even ex-servicemen have come forward to share their perplexing encounters with these mysterious objects. Notably, These sightings primarily occur around bodies of water, differentiating them from conventional unidentified flying objects. This has led experts to coin the term unidentified submerged objects to describe this distinct group of sightings. Intriguingly, USOs bear a strong resemblance to UFOs, prompting some to ponder whether they are truly distinct entities or if UFOs possess the capability to submerge without detection. Clearly, further exploration is necessary to shed light on these intriguing phenomena and uncover their true nature. Reports regarding unidentified submerged objects have been a recurring topic of discussion for numerous years, originating from highly reliable sources. One notable incident recounted by former US Navy Commander David Fravor sheds light on an intriguing encounter. During a routine drone retrieval mission, Fravor witnessed a large, dark mass beneath the water's surface. Describing it as a circular entity, this enigmatic object sparked curiosity. Astonishingly, upon a subsequent sighting of the enigmatic mass, a practice torpedo that Fravor had been tasked with recovering was mysteriously drawn into the depths of the ocean, never to resurface again. Such incidents involving USOs have captivated the attention of experts and researchers, and their exploration has been ongoing to uncover the truth behind these encounters. While the existence of USOs remains a subject of debate, the credibility of the sources reporting these occurrences cannot be ignored. The intricacies and complexities of these submerged phenomena continue to puzzle scientific communities worldwide. Unidentified submerged objects often masquerade as ordinary objects that appear distorted beneath the ocean's surface. However, due to their extensive knowledge and experience with the sea, trained Navy personnel possess a heightened awareness of their surroundings. Consequently, when military officials assert having encountered a USO or UFO sighting, their claims attain a greater sense of credibility. Deepening our understanding of USOs requires recognizing that these submerged phenomena go beyond conventional explanations. Reports regarding unidentified submerged objects have been recorded for several years, with some instances even attracting the attention of nuclear submarines equipped with highly sensitive listening technology. Numerous individuals who prefer to maintain their anonymity have willingly shared their encounters with these mysterious submerged objects. One notable incident occurred in 2007, off the coast of Half Moon Bay, California, when a witness aboard the cruise ship Dawn Princess, now known as Pacific Explorer since its renaming in 2017, claimed to have witnessed 3 UFOs. These objects were observed in a uniform formation, evenly spaced and parallel to the ship's hull, hovering just above the water's surface. The objects, nearly spherical and emitting a glowing light, appeared to remain stationary while the ship passed by. Interestingly, despite their presence, the objects did not disturb or disrupt the water below them. As the witness's line of sight shifted and the objects disappeared from view, the object on the far left made a sudden splash, vanishing beneath the water's surface. This extraordinary encounter prompts further exploration into the enigmatic nature of these unidentified submerged objects. Another individual who was aboard a cruise ship recounted a similar occurrence, describing how, as they approached the coast of Florida, both she and her spouse bore witness to a perplexing event: the sudden ingress of an unidentified circular object into the tranquil waters. This enigmatic entity resembled the shape of a disc and astonishingly made no discernible disturbance upon submersion. Noteworthily, her esteemed husband, boasting an extensive aviation career spanning over 3 decades, confirmed that nothing he had ever encountered resembled the peculiar phenomenon witnessed that day. Filled with curiosity, they diligently scanned the surroundings, hoping for the reappearance of the submerged craft, but unfortunately, it remained concealed beneath the depths, leaving them both perplexed and intrigued. It is certainly intriguing to observe the increasing openness of the Navy and other military branches toward acknowledging the existence of unidentified flying objects. Individuals who have personally witnessed UFO phenomena express their satisfaction with the growing acceptance and seriousness afforded to such encounters. Additionally, it is worth noting that in the near future, the United States will be compelled to disclose all information pertaining to UFOs, potentially indicating a preparatory measure to acclimate the public to forthcoming revelations. Irrespective of these developments, proponents of the UFO phenomenon eagerly anticipate the long-awaited disclosure and emphasize the necessity of divulging the truth to the general populace. It is evident that a comprehensive understanding and exploration of this subject matter is of utmost importance to shed light on the reality that has been shrouded in mystery for so long. It is crucial to bear in mind that more than 80% of our planet's vast oceans remain unexplored, leaving a significant portion of the underwater realm shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic domain continues to captivate scientists and researchers year after year, unraveling astonishing revelations. Astonishingly, experts estimate that a staggering 1,000 to 2,000 previously unknown species come to light annually, underscoring the limited extent of our knowledge about the hidden wonders beneath the waves. Furthermore, daring underwater archaeologists have been unearthing ancient ruins, providing glimpses into past civilizations that thrived in these submerged territories. As time progresses, it is highly probable that scientists and avid explorers will stumble upon even more captivating discoveries, although reaching a consensus on their findings may prove to be a challenge. The untapped depths of the ocean hold endless possibilities for expanding our understanding of the marine world. A US Navy officer reveals that something was detected on radar traveling hundreds of knots underwater. Believers in the realm of the unknown have consistently advocated for vigilance in observing the vast expanses of the sky. However, it appears that we may have inadvertently overlooked a significant location in our quest for answers: our very own oceans. Amidst the whispers and murmurs that have persisted throughout history regarding enigmatic vessels sighted in and around our marine territories, it is fascinating to note that both seasoned fishermen and esteemed Navy officials have braved the skepticism to come forth and meticulously recount their perplexing encounters. While these individuals' testimonies were met with attempts to downplay and dismiss their claims by authorities and skeptics, recent revelations, comprising official documents, corroborative testimonies, and first-hand accounts, have undeniably revalidated their assertions. Astonishingly, various pilots and Navy officials have now validated these earlier reports, affirming the existence of elusive crafts surreptitiously traversing our fathomless oceanic depths. According to recent reports, United States submarines have made the curious discovery of unidentified underwater vehicles, which are said to be maneuvering at remarkable speeds deep beneath the ocean's surface. This intriguing revelation was brought to light by Tom Rogan, who revealed that the United States Navy possesses compelling evidence in the form of data substantiating these encounters. Apparently, these enigmatic high-speed crafts have been observed buzzing around naval ships before vanishing into thin air with remarkable agility. This revelation has left both military personnel and experts in the field puzzled as they grapple with the mysterious nature and capabilities of these underwater vessels. Mr. Rogan said the following about the reports: "I think what we may well be looking at is a true unknown, which is to say, intelligently controlled machinery that is not understood to be in the possession of the United States, China, or Russia, which are the three most advanced countries in terms of military aviation. Researching this, there isn't anything that we have, top secret information about what China or Russia have, or what we have at any of our top secret installations that can do what these things do in terms of performance. In the coming months and years, an area we will learn more about is the interaction between US Navy submarines, nuclear ballistic submarines, and attack submarines, picking up sonar contact of things moving at hundreds of knots under the water. So there is an undersea dimension to this that the Navy has sort of pushed off to the side as the pilots talk more about their experiences. One of the things we're going to find is that, over a period of decades, a lot of the data, a lot of the measurement of these things has been put off as a technical aberration, or essentially a data malfunction, because they didn't want to really admit that something very serious and special is going on." End quote. Researchers have indicated that the United States Navy possesses a thorough understanding of the nature of these peculiar entities. However, they have chosen to withhold substantial information regarding these phenomena at present. Some amateur researchers have suggested that Navy officials have previously disclosed their observations about these enigmatic crafts. According to their accounts, these unidentified submerged objects, as they have come to be known, exhibit remarkable characteristics, such as entering and exiting the ocean seamlessly, employing an unprecedented form of propulsion, and maneuvering below the water surface without creating any discernible disturbance. Additionally, it has been reported that these enigmatic crafts surpass conventional aircraft, such as jets, in terms of maneuverability. Despite the prevalence of discussions surrounding unidentified flying objects, USOs have received relatively less attention, leaving us with a substantial knowledge gap regarding these submerged anomalies. Over the years, numerous witnesses have described witnessing luminous phenomena emerging from the depths of the water, swiftly soaring into the skies at astonishing velocities. The fact that even nuclear submarines, equipped with state-of-the-art acoustic surveillance systems, have failed to elucidate their origin further underscores the necessity of affording this subject matter the seriousness it deserves. Astronomer Mark D'Antonio was taken for a ride on an attack submarine, and while on there, the sub encountered an unknown, fast-moving object on sonar. He said the following: "As a thank you for doing some work for them, the Navy asked me if I wanted to go for a ride in a submarine, so I said yes. Once we got under, I was sitting in the sonar station, and the sonar operator was sitting right next to me. Submarines are loud. People think they are very quiet, and it's true that they are on the outside because the sound doesn't get out, but inside you hear everything. I was sitting there zoning out a little because I was seasick, and all of a sudden the sonar kid says, 'Fast mover,' and I'm jolted awake thinking, what's happening? Is it a torpedo? The executive officer comes out, and the operator shows him the path of the object, and the officer says, 'How fast is that going?' And the kid said, 'Several hundred knots.' I started to lean forward to listen in, and the officer said, 'Can you confirm it?' So he went to another sonar machine and confirmed it wasn't a machine anomaly. It was real. I thought that was incredible. When the sonar guy said, 'What do I do with this?' the officer said, 'Log it and dog it.' In other words, log it and bury it." 4 years later, Mark asked a senior naval figure about what he saw, saying the following: "Can you tell me about the Fast Mover program?" He looked at me and said, "Sorry, Mark, I can't talk about that program." So he basically confirmed to me that the program exists. There's definitely no shortage of these mysterious crafts, and recent comments by US officials have only caused people to demand answers for what these objects are. The mysterious case involving a luxury hotel in Oslo. On the fateful day of June 3, 1995, an incident unfolded at Oslo's renowned Plaza Hotel, sending shockwaves throughout Norway and beyond. The body of a woman was discovered within the premises, her demise presumed to be self-inflicted due to a single pistol wound. The presence of a firearm clasped in her hand seemingly confirmed the grim conclusion. However, this perplexing case bore an uncanny resemblance to the enigmatic Isdal woman, as all identifying labels had been meticulously eradicated from her clothing, shrouding her true identity in ambiguity. Whispers permeated through the corridors, hinting at the involvement of organized crime syndicates and clandestine international espionage. Now, over 25 years have passed, and the relentless pursuit of truth by investigators seems poised to penetrate the veil of mystery, enshrouding the woman in room 2805, potentially unraveling one of the most enduring enigmas in the annals of Norwegian crime. The Radisson SAS Plaza Hotel, now known as the Radisson Blu Plaza Hotel, occupies a prominent position in the Norwegian capital and stands tall at 384 feet, making it the second tallest building in the country. Completed in 1989, this architectural marvel exemplifies the epitome of a modern five-star hotel. With its impressive 37 floors, it boasts a staggering total of 673 rooms and can accommodate up to 1,500 guests comfortably. Over the years, the Radisson has attracted the attention of millionaires, international celebrities, and individuals from the upper echelons of society, making it the preferred choice for the rich and famous. However, it was a specific room within the hotel, room 2805, that gained notoriety in 1995 and became the subject of intense interest and speculation. It was shortly after 7:30 in the evening when Evy Tudum Gjertsen, a receptionist at the Plaza Hotel, became aware that something was amiss in room 2805. The room had been registered under the names of two individuals, Jennifer and Lois Fairgate, who were Belgian nationals. However, upon investigating the matter, it was discovered that their credit card had apparently exceeded its limit. This particular room, located in what was commonly referred to as the Tower, was renowned for being one of the most luxurious accommodations at the Radisson. In terms of cost, It amounted to approximately $330 per night in today's currency. Surprisingly, despite having stayed for 3 nights already, the occupants had not made any payment whatsoever, even though they had received messages regarding their outstanding balance in the preceding days. The circumstances surrounding how these individuals managed to stay at the hotel without prepaying or providing any payment guarantees remain a mystery to this day. However, it is worth noting that certain witnesses have observed a lack of diligence on the part of some hotel staff members. This incident raises questions not only about the accountability of the guests, but also about the responsibility of the hotel personnel in ensuring proper payment and adherence to policy. Former Plaza Hotel receptionist Tudem Geertsen expressed her utter bewilderment when she stated to Verdon's gang that she found the situation completely incomprehensible. In accordance with her training, Geertsen performed her duties flawlessly, employing the TV screen as a means to relay a message to the room, urgently requesting someone to get in touch with the cashier. The TV system was under the control of a remote, and a prompt response was received when an individual pressed the OK button to acknowledge the message. This process was executed precisely according to the established protocol and demonstrated Geertsen's adeptness in implementing the necessary procedures. Upon realizing that the room hadn't been cleaned in several days and a Do Not Disturb sign was hanging on the door, Geertsen's dissatisfaction grew. Seeking to address the issue, she engaged in conversation with other staff members, discovering that the situation was far more concerning than she initially thought. As a result, she made the decision to contact the security department for assistance. Responding promptly to Geertsen's call, security guard Espen Nias swiftly arrived at the room. With cautious determination, he approached the door and knocked, only to be met with the unsettling sound of a gunshot resonating from inside. Immediately realizing the gravity of the situation, Nias instinctively sought cover in a small alcove nearby. Fearing that there may be another armed individual in the room who had fired the shot, he prioritized his safety and abstained from divulging any of this information to his colleagues. Despite being aware that there might be an active shooter present within the premises, Nias opted to avoid causing panic among the other staff members. Instead, he discreetly retreated to the guard station, leaving room 2805 unattended and vulnerable. Although the potential threat loomed, Nias deemed it crucial to handle the situation discreetly and without inciting unnecessary alarm. The head of the security team was immediately notified of the situation and wasted no time in contacting the local authorities. Taking matters into his own hands, the supervisor proceeded to the room in question, hoping for a response from inside. However, his attempts proved futile as there was no reply. It was then that he made the decision to unlock the door, only to be hit by an overwhelming and unpleasant odor that permeated the air. Although the exact nature of the smell could not be determined, it was suspected to be a combination of propellant and the unmistakable stench of death, accompanied by the scent of blood and bodily fluids. Despite the room being shrouded in darkness, the distinct outline of a woman lying on the bed caught the supervisor's attention. The position in which she lay appeared to be quite unnatural, raising immediate concern. The security personnel called out, but received no response from the lifeless figure before him. Recognizing the tragic truth that she had met her demise, he promptly exited the room and patiently awaited the arrival of the police. It was approximately 5 minutes past 8 when the initial alert was raised, and unfortunately, the law enforcement officers arrived nearly 50 minutes later to assess the somber situation. After conducting a thorough investigation, law enforcement officials discovered that the woman had sustained a fatal wound to the forehead, resulting in their immediate passing. Notably, there were no indications of any other individuals present at the scene. Remarkably, the firearm found at the scene was identified as a Browning, still grasped firmly in the victim's hands. However, its positioning was highly unusual, as the thumb was resting on the trigger. The firearm had been discharged twice, once as a trial shot, piercing a nearby pillow, and a second time, causing a fatal injury to the woman's head. As the crime scene investigators meticulously combed through the room for any potential evidence, other confidential statements were also taken into consideration. Ultimately, it appeared that the woman had taken her own life. Supporting this conclusion was the discovery that both keycards granting access to the room were found inside, while the door had been securely double-locked, ensuring limited entry only through the hotel's security personnel. Furthermore, although the window was found to be open, its location on the 28th floor strongly diminished the likelihood of it being used as an entry or exit point. Subsequent reports consistently concurred with the initial findings, firmly attesting that the woman had indeed taken her own life. The hotel's internal report, providing a detailed analysis of the incident, expressed a 99% certainty that this devastating act was the result of self-inflicted actions carried out by the deceased individual. Their comprehensive conclusion was reached based on a careful examination of all available information and supporting evidence. In spite of efforts to downplay it, that minuscule fragment of uncertainty, constituting a mere 0.1%, appears to possess a significance far weightier than initially acknowledged. While every piece of evidence undeniably highlights the Oslo Plaza woman's solitary presence within the confines of that room, certain peculiarities emerge that demand attention. Notably, the absence of any trace of residue or blood on her hands raises eyebrows. The meticulous obliteration of the firearm's serial number through the skillful application of acid further adds to the enigma. Additionally, a discovery was made within her bag, precisely 25 rounds of ammunition with no accompanying items. Curiously evocative of the infamous Esgd woman case, all labels adorning the woman's attire were meticulously removed. Similarly to the preceding unsolved death, the identity of the victim remains an unfathomable enigma to all. Torleiv Ola Rognum, a highly experienced and esteemed forensic medicine professor who holds the position of Norway's top forensic medical expert, expressed his perplexity regarding the absence of backspatter or burn on the victim's hands. Rognum, in an interview with Verdens Gang, found it unusual and raised concerns about this peculiar observation. Forensic expert Rognum expressed his astonishment at the unusual nature of the situation. The presence of a remarkable splatter of blood on the ceiling, combined with the victim's thumb still resting on the trigger and her fingers firmly grasping the grip, raised intriguing questions. However, what puzzled him even more was the absence of any blood traces on her hands. This discrepancy, or lack thereof, left Rognum perplexed and deeply intrigued. As someone experienced in the field of forensics, this particular detail stood out as incredibly striking and worthy of careful examination. The Esgd woman case, which unfolded in 1970, was hindered by the absence of advanced policing techniques and technology, ultimately leading to the failure to identify the victim. However, the Oslo woman displayed a remarkable level of expertise in evading detection. It appears that she deliberately altered her appearance by sporting short black hair. Notably, there were no belongings found that could provide any clues about her identity. No passport, purse, Idaho cards, or documents were recovered. In addition, there was an absence of credit cards and driver's license. The only potential lead was the Belgian origin of the gun she carried and her claim of residing on Rue de la Stede in Verlaine, Belgium. Surprisingly, investigations revealed that the street does not exist, nor does the supposed company she mentioned, Service. However, the connection to Belgium was strengthened through phone records, indicating that she attempted to make calls to incorrect numbers during her stay. Based on similar nearby area codes, it is speculated that these calls were meant for Grace Holone or Serraing, neighbouring municipalities of Verlaine. It is possible that she simply dialed the wrong number, hinting at the likelihood of a miscommunication or faulty memory. The Browning, a widely recognised and potent firearm, is extensively utilised by law enforcement agencies, military organisations, and even individuals involved in criminal activities. With countless units of this firearm in circulation, it is evident that its popularity knows no bounds. In an intriguing turn of events, a mysterious woman appears to have been oblivious to the characteristics of this weapon, as she tested its sound-dampening abilities by firing a shot into a pillow. It is worth noting that firearms are not typically the weapon of choice for women contemplating doing this to themselves. However, even someone lacking experience would have recognized that 25 rounds, in addition to the 7 rounds already loaded in the magazine, far exceeded what would be necessary for a self-inflicted demise. This raises several compelling questions. According to Lennart Kurdelin, the Criminal Watch commander, there is no evidence to indicate that this incident was anything other than someone wanting to take their own life. However, it is exceptionally uncommon to come across cases where women have taken their own lives by using a firearm. In fact, in all his years of experience, Leonard states that he has never encountered such a situation before, nor has he encountered one since. Intriguingly, the gun and magazine did not yield any identifiable fingerprints, but this should not be immediately perceived as suspicious. Contrary to what is often depicted in police dramas, successfully lifting prints from the surface of a firearm is an arduous task in reality. Thus, the absence of fingerprints should not automatically suggest that the weapon was meticulously wiped clean. Nonetheless, the possibility of the gun being cleaned cannot be entirely overlooked. It is worth noting that if the gun was indeed cleaned, it would not be the sole missing piece of evidence from the crime scene, adding an additional layer of complexity to the investigation. The reason behind the removal of the manufacturing and laundry labels from her clothing was not solely to prevent any kind of irritation. In fact, the labels were systematically cut away, going to the extent of removing even the manufacturer's name from her shoes. Interestingly, only one label managed to survive this label removal spree, which happened to be on a René Lézard jacket that was originally sold in Germany. There was also a bag that still bore the brand label of the German manufacturer Travelite. These particular labels were intentionally left intact, as removing them would have caused damage to the linings of the products. This deliberate act showcased a meticulous and thorough approach towards eliminating any trace of identification or branding. While René Lézard may not be considered one of the top-tier fashion houses, and its price range is not exorbitant, the company still garners recognition for its impeccable style, appealing especially to women who are conscious of their appearance. However, it is intriguing to note that there were no toiletries or cosmetics in the women's room, aside from an empty bottle of cologne. What adds to the mystery is the fact that this fragrance is typically designed for men. While it is plausible that the bottle belonged to the man who was reportedly seen with her, it is equally possible that the bottle never contained cologne at all. It makes one wonder if the bottle symbolized a lost love, as empty perfume bottles can retain the fragrance for numerous years. Additionally, it is worth mentioning that the only fingerprints found on the bottle belonged to the victim, further deepening the enigma surrounding the situation. The examination following the unfortunate demise yielded limited findings. The medical examiner determined that the deceased individual, contrary to what was stated in the hotel records, was actually older, falling within the age range of 25 to 35 rather than 21. Furthermore, she possessed distinctive physical attributes, such as short black hair and captivating blue eyes. Standing at a height of 5 feet 3 inches and weighing 147 pounds, she had a noticeable presence. A notable aspect of her physical appearance was her meticulously crafted dental work, which boasted the usage of premium materials like porcelain and gold, a practice commonly observed in countries such as the United States, Germany, Denmark, and Switzerland. Although her dental work was of exceptional quality, no matches were discovered, leaving the mystery unsolved. Additionally, attempts to link her fingerprints to any existing records were futile. Oddly enough, while the deceased tested negative for alcohol consumption, no inquiries were made into anything else. Despite the fact that taking her own life was the main focus of the investigation, Assistant Chief of Police Gunnar Larsson felt unsatisfied with the numerous unresolved questions surrounding the case. To thoroughly unravel the mysterious death of the unidentified woman and determine her true identity, a team of 5 skilled detectives was assigned to delve into the circumstances. Remarkably, even 3 weeks after the incident, the authorities were still hesitant to conclusively declare it as this, indicating the level of complexity and uncertainty surrounding the case. The commitment of these experienced investigators to uncover the truth and provide closure to this puzzling tragedy highlights the importance of meticulous investigation and the pursuit of justice. According to Assistant Chief of Police Gunnar Larsson, the circumstances surrounding the passing of the woman remain uncertain. It is unclear whether she tragically took her own life or if she was the victim of foul play by unidentified individuals. The police have numerous unanswered questions in relation to this case, as the ongoing investigation has not provided conclusive answers thus far. During their investigation, the police conducted interviews with the hotel staff at the Plaza Hotel. Based on these interviews, it was determined that the woman in question had checked into the hotel on May 31st at 10:44 in the evening. Under the name Jennifer Fairgate, she mistakenly signed her assumed name as Fergate. Surprisingly, the receptionist did not request any form of identification from her. Additionally, she mentioned that a certain Lois Fairgate would be accompanying her during her stay, although the receptionist had the impression that she was alone. However, other individuals who were questioned recalled seeing the woman in the company of a man. Their descriptions suggested that the man was in his mid-30s to early 40s. It is worth noting that the woman initially made her booking in English, but when she called to confirm, she spoke in German. Further investigation revealed that for the most part, the woman remained within the confines of her hotel room throughout her stay. However, there was an exception during the early morning hours of June 1st to June 2nd. During this time frame, she was observed being outside her room between 12:34 and 8:50 in the morning. The activities she engaged in during those hours and the subsequent day have never been uncovered or established. This detailed account of the events and circumstances surrounding the woman's stay at the Plaza Hotel provides a comprehensive and enriched understanding of the situation. A maid at the hotel recalled that she had seen a nice pair of shoes in the closet of room 2805 during this period of absence, and they were no longer amongst the items thought to belong to the deceased. Indeed, a considerable amount may have been missing from the room, with Jennifer found to have a very odd assortment of clothing. These included 4 jackets but only 1 blouse. She had 1 sweater but no trousers or skirts. Equally, the clothing wouldn't fit in the Travelite bag. A witness reported that Jennifer had arrived at the Plaza Hotel with a wheeled suitcase and wearing a suit jacket with a skirt, leading her to assume that the victim had been a flight attendant, as it was typically airline crews that had this type of luggage at the time. The witness believed she was from British Airways. Neither the suitcase nor the skirt was in the room. In a recent interview with Verdon's gang, Tom Storm Olsen, a retired police officer, expressed his belief that the woman in question must have been caught in a dire circumstance. However, due to the lack of information about her identity, it is difficult to ascertain the exact reasons behind her actions. Mr. Olsen also speculated that there could potentially be criminal elements involved. The police force entertained various conjectures regarding the true identity of the individual referred to as Jennifer. Among them was the speculation that she could potentially be the missing spouse of a mafia leader. However, this initial theory was swiftly invalidated. There were also suspicions of a potential connection to illicit drugs, with some suggesting the possible involvement of intelligence agencies, or even proposing that the woman herself was an assassin. Nevertheless, these hypotheses eventually proved to be fruitless and were ultimately discarded. Subsequently, on June 26, 1996, the unidentified Oslo woman was laid to rest in an unmarked grave at Oslo's Vestre Gravlund Cemetery. Interestingly, a mere 2 months later, the police authorities made the decision to either destroy or sell off all the evidence associated with the case, including her clothing, jewelry, luggage, and even the firearm. The investigation conducted by the police forensics department revealed that the gun, which had its serial numbers deliberately removed, was ultimately recovered. In 2017, the Norwegian newspaper Verdens Gang stumbled upon the firearm while journalist Lars Christian Wegener was carrying out a fresh inquiry into the case, a pursuit he had been diligently following since 1998. As Wegener made this discovery, he reached out to experts who examined the weapon and made an intriguing observation. Contrary to the initial assumption that it was an authentic Browning, these experts contended that it was, in fact, a Hungarian replica assembled from various components. While the barrel matched the original Browning, the remaining parts were determined to be significantly older, likely hailing from the 1960s or 1970s and possibly having a military background. This revelation shed new light on the firearm's origins, raising questions about its true history and purpose. Wegener's subsequent investigations have brought to light an additional captivating element, which revolves around an individual who occupied room 2804. Referred to as Mr. F in public, this individual was of Belgian origin. On the day of the unfortunate incident, precisely at 6 minutes past 8 in the evening, a woman going by the name of Jennifer Fairgate placed an order for food to be delivered to her room. The specific choice was a delectable combination of bratwurst and potato salad known as the Hot Bite. The responsibility of delivering the meal was entrusted to Kristin Anderson, the supervisor in charge of room service. However, due to a mix-up in room numbers, the food was mistakenly taken to room 2804 instead of 2805, which happened to be occupied by Mr. F across the corridor. Subsequently, this error was rectified, and the mysterious woman promptly received her meal in the adjacent room. Displaying appreciation for the service rendered, she generously tipped 50 kroner, leaving behind a sense of intrigue. Crime scene investigators made a startling revelation when they examined the room where the incident took place. Surprisingly, most of the food in the room remained untouched, despite the assumption that it was supposed to be the final meal of the victim. This peculiar observation was not just a mere coincidence, as it served as a clue indicating the presence of someone in the room. While it may have been easily overlooked, the discovery of a USA Today newspaper in the deceased woman's room added another intriguing layer to the mystery. It came to light that these newspapers had been distributed to all the hotel guests free of charge. However, the newspaper found in the victim's room was not meant for either room 2805 or 2804. Instead, it had been intended for room 2816. This discrepancy raised questions about whether the woman had been spying on her fellow residents, illegally entering their rooms, or if it was simply another mistake. To delve deeper into the investigation, a fingerprint was recovered from the bag containing the misplaced newspaper, and it has recently been forwarded to Interpol for further analysis. Curiously, the identity of the individual who stayed in room 2816 remains a mystery, as they have never been traced. This crucial information opens up new possibilities and leads for the investigators to pursue, hoping to unravel the intricate web of events surrounding this perplexing crime scene. According to documents provided by the police, it was revealed that a person identified as Mr. F had been present in Oslo for work purposes. Originating from the French-speaking region of Belgium, he managed to leave before any questioning took place on the morning of the reported incident. As part of the investigation, Lars Christian Wegener attempted to engage with this individual in order to gather information. However, the man was initially reluctant to speak and abruptly ended communication when he learned that journalists wanted to discuss the Oslo incident. Undeterred, the persistent Wegener made the journey to Belgium to personally interview the individual, determined to uncover further details. Mr. F's comment reveals a vivid memory of the incident, triggered by the subsequent inquiry made by the front desk personnel. Although situated within close proximity to the aforementioned incident, his slumber was undisturbed and devoid of any knowledge concerning the event. Based on the available records and the timing of the unfortunate incident, it is highly unlikely that the front desk could have informed Mr. F about the incident that occurred later in the evening, especially considering he had already checked out in the morning. This fact has been verified through official documentation. Despite several attempts to reach out to Mr. F for further clarification, he has not responded, leaving us perplexed as to why he would provide misleading information. It is plausible that he might be mistaken or simply unwilling to involve himself in the matter. However, it remains unclear why he would choose to withhold any pertinent details. In the month of November in the year 2016, significant progress was made in the ongoing investigation of the Oslo woman's case. A noteworthy development occurred when authorities decided to exhume the body of the Oslo woman in order to obtain DNA analysis. This crucial step was taken to gather further evidence and shed light on the mysterious circumstances surrounding her passing. Investigators collected samples from both the teeth and bones of the subject in question. These samples were then sent to the Institute for Legal Medicine at Innsbruck Medical University in Austria for analysis. The results of the analysis revealed a complete DNA profile, verifying that the Oslo woman most likely had European ancestry. To further narrow down her origins, Professor Jurian Hugewerf from the University of Canberra in Australia conducted a detailed examination of the woman's teeth, which ultimately pointed towards Germany. However, delving deeper into the investigation, Professor Druid from Stockholm conducted additional analysis, unveiling that the woman was born in 1971 and was approximately 24 years old at the time of her death, with a slim margin of error of only 1.1 years. This comprehensive investigation has shed light on crucial details surrounding the Oslo woman's identity and the circumstances surrounding her demise. The information derived is consistent with the limited evidence discovered in the room. It is worth noting that both the jacket and bag belonging to the woman from Oslo had German origins. Furthermore, she conversed with the hotel staff in the German language, without any discernible accent. Additionally, there are indications that her dental work may have been done in Germany. While she displayed a certain level of familiarity with Belgium, specifically the Valais region, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that she actually hails from that particular area. As the enigma surrounding the identity of the Oslo woman gradually unravels, so does the possibility of uncovering the true circumstances pertaining to her untimely demise. Despite the Oslo police's official stance, the lingering questions that were initially assigned to the detectives remain unresolved. Delving deeper into the perplexing case, one cannot help but wonder about the intricate details surrounding her entry into the country. Furthermore, the origins of the firearm used in the incident pique curiosity. Was it surreptitiously smuggled through customs, evading scrutiny, or was it acquired within Norwegian borders? Equally puzzling is the fate of her personal belongings and crucial documents, which seem to have mysteriously vanished without a trace. The Isdal woman case, a perplexing and unsolved mystery in Norway, may have had a direct influence on events in Oslo. Many of the existing theories regarding the operations of security services fail to truly grasp their functioning. These theories often stem from Cold War fiction rather than factual basis. In reality, undercover agents prioritize the creation of a foolproof backstory, unlike the Oslo woman, whose false backstory was easily transparent. To avoid raising suspicion, they would unquestionably ensure that they paid for their hotel accommodations themselves. Additionally, possessing a firearm like the supposed Cold War relic, the Browning, would be unnecessary for agents. Lastly, unless an agent was killed in an operation likely to spark an international scandal, they would not be disowned and left in an unmarked grave if they were affiliated with MI6 or the CIA. However, it should be noted that this may not necessarily be the case for other intelligence agencies. By delving into these details, we can gain a comprehensive understanding of the limitations and discrepancies within these theories and their portrayal of security services operations. However, it is important to consider alternative explanations for this discrepancy. Mr. F's behavior and statement also arouse suspicion, but it is possible that he simply fears being implicated in a potential crime or has personal reasons for wanting to avoid public attention. It is worth noting that one speculation suggests that Jennifer Fairgate may have been involved in the high-end escort industry. This hypothesis adds another layer of complexity to the case and requires further investigation. To fully comprehend the intricate dynamics at play, a thorough exploration of all possible scenarios, including the possibility of a staged suicide and involvement of individuals with hidden motives, is imperative. Only by delving into the depths of the case can a comprehensive understanding be achieved. According to Ola Kaldager, who previously led the highly classified Norwegian intelligence group E14, Norway, Sweden and Austria served as typical safe havens for intelligence services to gather and operate without disruption. These countries were characterized by their openness, lack of suspicion, and limited police oversight. Their favorable qualities, such as efficient infrastructure and loose travel restrictions, made them easily accessible to intelligence operatives. Kaldager suggests that much clandestine activity may have taken place unnoticed by the general public in these nations. These safe havens provided a conducive environment for intelligence agencies to convene confidential meetings and carry out their operations covertly. When considering the absence of any records pertaining to the Oslo woman, it is crucial to explore the influence of the state apparatus. An intriguing explanation arises when examining the possibility that she hailed from the former East Germany, as numerous individuals speculate. In this case, it becomes conceivable that her records could have been intentionally destroyed by the notorious Stasi, the former Ministry for State Security. During a defining era that witnessed the collapse of the Berlin Wall and the reunification of Germany, the Stasi engaged in the destruction of countless files, including a multitude of birth records and police documents. It is important to acknowledge the significant impact that such actions by the Stasi had in eradicating any trace of the Oslo woman's existence. If the unidentified woman had been residing in the country for an extended period of time, acquiring a gun may not have posed a challenge. The lingering scent of the cologne she wore may hold sentimental value, possibly serving as a reminder of a lost love or a significant connection to the Plaza Hotel from her past. By ensuring her identity would remain forever concealed, she might have believed that her loved ones would cope better with her disappearance rather than the devastating reality of what was going to happen. Drawing inspiration from the notorious Isdal woman case, she meticulously removed the clothing tags and scattered her belongings throughout Oslo during the limited periods when she left her room. Unfortunately, as security knocked on her door, she tragically took her own life, leaving no time to dispose of the remaining evidence. Perhaps she feared that it was the police approaching, anticipating the discovery of either her true identity or the weapon itself. Regrettably, the unanswered calls she failed to place to Belgium could be seen as her desperate plea for help before reaching her breaking point. No matter what the underlying cause of the woman's demise in room 2805 may be, the woman known as Jennifer is deeply missed by her friends, brothers and sisters, all of whom ponder incessantly about her mysterious whereabouts. Despite their unwavering hope that she may one day reappear, sparing them the heart-wrenching truth, they are left without any closure or the opportunity to bid a final farewell.
The Vela Incident. The Vela satellite is located near the Prince Edward Islands in the Indian Ocean. It was constructed as a reaction to the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty, which ensured that nuclear reactors or explosions could not be tested anywhere due to the deadly and detrimental effects of nuclear energy. The Vela satellite is able to detect nuclear explosions and send signals to intelligence agencies to warn them of the presence of dangerous and illegal nuclear energy. The Vela satellite is equipped with technology that can detect X-rays, neutrons and gamma rays by using bang meter sensors. It is an extremely advanced piece of technology and essential for both human and environmental safety. On September 22, 1979, the Vela satellite detected the infamous double flash indicating that a nuclear explosion had occurred. This detection on the satellite is now commonly known as the South Atlantic Flash. The flash lit up the sky not only once, but twice, and was remarked as an incredible natural event. However, the true cause of the double flash remains a mystery. The United States and other countries alike predicted that the Vela satellite flash might have occurred due to natural phenomenon such as a meteor crash or lightning strike. To investigate this further, meteorological technology was introduced into study but was unable to detect whether nature was responsible for this. This technology was unable to prove the exact cause for the detonation. However, it did show that a wind had occurred over the southern Indian Ocean that might have carried nuclear explosive radiation or chemicals to certain parts of Australia. After an investigation from the United States Department of Defense within the Indian Ocean and surrounding countries, they predicted that it is possible that a nuclear test had occurred within the region of South Africa or Israel, but there was not enough evidence to conclude that a nuclear threat was present. There are several conspiracies as to why the Vela satellite detected a nuclear explosion. Investigators believe that the United States might be covering up the reality that Israel and South Africa might have access to nuclear power and that they might be working together to create nuclear weapons. These same investigators claim to have evidence that the United States Department of Defense came across conclusive evidence that a nuclear explosion from these regions really did occur, but that they chose to ignore it, to not draw attention to their international conflicts with the region. Recognizing that Israel and South Africa might share in nuclear power is a dangerous idea for the United States. There are certain ulterior motives for the United States to disguise this information from the general public. However, upon further investigation into South Africa's nuclear power industry, officials believe that the South African government could not have made such a powerful nuclear explosive within the time frame that it went off because their access to nuclear power at the time was limited. South Africa was also a part of the Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. Because of this, they allowed foreign parties to view their classified documents revealing the kind of nuclear access they had. Because South Africa seems clean on its own, it gives precedent to the possibility that they collaborated with Israel to test this nuclear explosive. The United States has yet to confirm or deny this possibility. Mystery airships, 1896 to 1897. Almost a decade before the Wright brothers' first flight, numerous sightings of strange, cigar-shaped UFOs were spotted across the United States. Starting in 1896 and continuing to 1897, These mystery airships were bigger and faster than anything else known at that time. The first sighting was reported in the winter of 1896. A light was seen slowly moving through the Sacramento night sky on November 17th, with otherworldly sounds being heard as it passed overhead. The mystery light reappeared on the evening of November the 21st, and then subsequently seen over more than half a dozen cities, including San Francisco and Oakland, and viewed by hundreds of witnesses. Not long after, more unidentified airships would be seen. On the outskirts of Springfield, Missouri, one was seen having crash-landed to the ground. It was 20 feet in length, 8 feet in diameter, and propelled by 3 giant propellers. An on-the-spot witness approached the ship and came across its 2 pilots. They looked human, however their language was nothing of this world. They attempted with difficulty to communicate, trying to ascertain the pilot's origins. Eventually they both pointed upwards and apparently uttered something that sounded like the word Mars, before quickly returning to their airship and launching high into the sky, leaving witnesses completely mystified below. These unidentified objects would also be the first reported stories of alien abduction. The first occurred in April 1897 and involved another mystery airship hovering over a farmer's cattle pen. Upon closer examination, onlookers realized that a cable from the airship had roped up a cow, but was struggling to break free, having become entangled in the pen's fence. The group unsuccessfully tried to free the cow, but the fence itself was torn out of the ground, leaving the ship, cow, and part of the fence all rising slowly into the air and sail off into the sky. Interestingly enough, the airships weren't just after livestock, they tried to take people as well. It was on November the 19th, 1896, 2 days after the first mystery airship sighting over Sacramento. A US Colonel H.G. Shaw was driving his buggy through the countryside near Stockton when he came across what appeared to be a landed airship. Shaw described it as having pointed ends and a silver exterior without any features aside from a rudder for steering. The ship was about 150 feet end to end, 25 foot in diameter. Suddenly, to Colonel Shaw's amazement, 3 slender, 7-foot-tall extraterrestrials exited the craft, all emitting a strange warbling noise. The beings reportedly examined Shaw's buggy before attending to Shaw himself, deciding to physically force him into their craft. Luckily, the stocky, well-built soldier was physically superior to the thin, lanky beings, and the aliens soon gave up, fleeing back to their ship and quickly speeding out of sight, leaving Colonel Shaw baffled below. A 1,500-year-old Bible argues Jesus' fate. Christianity has broken into many sectors throughout the years, each adhering to their own moral codes and interpreting the Bible in different ways. Like any piece of literature, the Bible is indeed up to interpretation. However, it's hard to interpret a story when it was never told in the first place. According to the Ethnography Museum of Ankara, Turkey, a new version of the Bible believed to be 15 to 2,000 years old has resurfaced and caused upheaval to the Christian faith. This is because this Bible includes the Gospel of Barnabas. The story reveals that Jesus was never nailed to the cross, but he was also not the Son of God. This story insists that Jesus was only a prophet and that his fate was not crucifixion at all, but that he instead made it to heaven. However, the story of crucifixion is not completely lost. In this story, Judas Iscariot was believed to be nailed to the cross instead. This book came to light during a heist when a group of thieves attempted to smuggle highly valuable goods across the Mediterranean Sea. This version of the Bible is believed to be worth over $25 million, both for its shocking revelations and antiquity. It's no secret that the world of Christianity and the world of Islam have been at odds for years. However, this contention is largely based on how we as people should interpret Jesus' place in the Bible and thus honour him thereafter. Because this new biblical story reveals that Jesus quite possibly knew the Prophet Muhammad and foresaw his arrival, it can be said that if Christians do decide to honour this new gospel, then their teachings and belief systems might align differently. However, it is common practice of any church, but especially the Christian church, to pick and choose which stories they want to include in modern practice. After all, it wasn't until the 1970s that the word homosexual was included in the Bible. It takes a keen scholarly eye to authenticate the true intent of Jesus' word at the conception of the Bible. But it takes only several elders of the church to manipulate the transcriptions to align with modern belief systems. While the Vatican remains highly interested in this new finding, it cannot be said whether the entirety of Christianity will change because of it. We do know one thing though. If this gospel stayed hidden from us for more than 1500 years, then it is reasonable to wonder what else is out there. Fire aboard the Titanic. You have just heard that the reason the Titanic sank was because of an iceberg. Well, what if that was not true at all? What if, in fact, the ship sank because of fire instead? This is exactly what one Irish investigative journalist called Sinan Maloney claims to have happened. After doing in-depth research for more than 30 years, he believed that a fire had caused the ship's hull to weaken. In other words, what could have been a small iceberg collision turned into a major disaster because of the damaged hull, along with criminal negligence. What had apparently taken place was that a fire, allegedly burning since the ship had launched from the Belfast shores, it smouldered on for 4 long days before it was put out, yet the damage had already been done. The once strong steel was now weakened and more brittle than ever, having been roasted by the heat that reached nearly 1000 degrees Celsius. The iceberg was the tipping point that completely shredded the hull apart, letting the cold Atlantic waters inside. Maloney never believed that the 300-foot gash would have come from a small graze alone. In his documentary called Titanic: The New Evidence, he explains how the ship's hull had various dark and mysterious marks in several auctioned photographs. What were these marks? Apparently, no one had ever investigated them before. He claims that the fire was greatly downplayed at the time. No one even bothered to think that the fire could have been the whole root cause of the catastrophe that took place. Part of the reason why that might have happened was that Maloney speculated that people were too eager for the Titanic to launch. Because it had been delayed more than once, it was easier to overlook a small fire. However, Maloney believes that given the fire, the ship should have never set out to sea. Perhaps, if people had taken the time to study those marks and delayed the ship one more time, the maiden voyage would have been successful. However, it was human error and the hand of fate that played a cruel twist in the mystery of the Titanic.
Teddy Roosevelt on Bigfoot. Theodore Roosevelt was the 26th President of the United States and a greatly skilled writer among his other talents. He wrote on a large variety of topics and subjects, including memoirs about his time with the Rough Riders, military history novels, and books containing information about his hunting experiences. In his personal writings, he discussed a myriad of different animals that he hunted, which did not include any encounters particularly supernatural or strange like a ghost or a Bigfoot. However, although he never wrote about seeing or hunting a Bigfoot himself, he did write about someone else's encounter with one in his book The Wilderness Hunter, which was published in 1893. This story was told to him by someone that he described as a grizzled, weather-beaten old mountain hunter, whose name was Bauman. The sighting occurred near the Salmon River, which runs between Idaho and Montana. It was claimed that Bauman was hunting around with another man when they realized they were being followed by what they originally suspected was a bear. The two were hunting and beaver trapping when the creature was found to be stalking them, and it ransacked their camping grounds when they were gone. The next day, while Bauman was out hunting, the other man was fatally attacked and left there with a broken neck. Roosevelt wrote that Bauman ran, leaving behind all of his resources except for his weapon, going as fast as he could all the way down the pass until he was out of the creature's way and pursuit. Bauman was certain he had encountered a North American Sasquatch, which is also referred to as the Great Wood Ape, or as we know it, Bigfoot. Bauman described it as a half-human, half-devil or half-goblin beast, which Roosevelt recorded in the book. While Teddy Roosevelt recorded the story from Bauman with as much accuracy as he could, it seemed that he was somewhat hesitant to believe Bauman's encounter. Roosevelt wrote that the most convincing argument for it being true was that Bauman must have believed what he said, for he could hardly repress a shudder at certain points of the tale.
although he added as a point of contention that he was of German ancestry and in childhood had doubtless been saturated with all kinds of ghost and goblin lore. This revealed that perhaps Roosevelt thought Bauman believed the creature was a Bigfoot because of the influence of ghost and goblin lore in his upbringing. Whether Bauman's experience was truly with a real Bigfoot or not, it certainly made for a great and interesting story. The Mystery of Tabby's Star. Next up is the Mystery of Tabby's Star, more scientifically known as KIC 8462852. If you haven't already heard of this star, it's slightly larger than the Sun and about 1,300 light-years away. What's even more exciting about the discovery of this star is that it's been known to randomly dim by up to 22% for as long as days at a time. No other stars have been known to do that and have only dimmed slightly if another planet was passing by and blocking light. If it can't be a planet in transit, then what could be causing the light to dim? Scientists have been in awe of this star and racking their brains to come to a viable answer to the intermittent dips in the star's shine. Some possible explanations consist of pieces of comets or destroyed planets. Of course, there are also more unusual possibilities, such as an immense orbiting structure that is being built by aliens. Whilst some people strongly believe in those reasons, in 2017, experts got their hands on new research proposing that a ringed planet near Tabby's star could be the culprit for the bizarre light patterns. The ring shape would be able to cover a lot more light than a regularly shaped planet, as it takes up much more surface space, so that became a very real possibility. The next question to tackle was why the percentage of dimming varies. Colombian astronomers played with the ringed planet theory and explained that the gravitational interactions would cause the ring to flap up and down, changing the amount of light. Although there are various theories, each one holds many problems, and we can't be certain that they are adequate explanations. For example, the ring would have to be large enough to block the light from a star larger than the Sun, which would be approximately 3 times the size of Saturn's ring. The issue that the possibility of the moving ring presents is that it wouldn't account for random dimming, only the periodic aspect of the dimming light. It's clear that at this point in time, we still have a lot of work to do before we're able to draw any conclusions about Tabby's star. What do you think? Could there be a super Saturn somewhere light years away? We may never find out in our lifetime, but it would most definitely be an interesting discovery.
This video has just been shared on social media, and it's currently going viral. However, people can't seem to agree on what it shows. In Germany, an individual has come forward with an intriguing account of capturing a perplexing object while recording a video of the moon. This incident has generated curiosity and interest among the public. On a serene and luminous night, as he carefully observed the vast expanse of the cosmos through his powerful telescope, his attention was captivated by the resplendent and captivating presence of Earth's eternal celestial companion, the moon. On that fateful night, an extraordinary event took place right in front of him, completely transforming the trajectory of his evening. This incident, unfolding before his very eyes, was so remarkable that it left an indelible mark, causing him to question what it was. With unwavering determination, he meticulously fine-tuned his camera's configuration, aiming to capture an impeccable image of the breathtaking lunar terrain. To his great surprise and amazement, he witnessed an extraordinary sight amidst the vast expanse of darkness in outer space. There, in all its glory, floated a mesmerizing red triangle, shining with a radiant brilliance. Its 3 sides were perfect in length, forming an equilateral shape that emitted an otherworldly crimson glow. This unique phenomenon created an enigmatic luminosity, casting an ethereal light upon the moon's surface. The man was utterly astounded, unable to comprehend what he was witnessing before his eyes. This captivating spectacle surpassed anything he had ever encountered during his extensive years of observing the celestial sphere. With a quick motion, he pressed the shutter button, capturing a succession of photographs that would forever remain imprinted in his mind. The incandescent red triangle, glowing with an otherworldly aura, had become an indelible part of his consciousness, signifying a celestial enigma of unparalleled significance. The very next day, he didn't hesitate to quickly spread his photos among the international astronomical community. With great enthusiasm, he shared his captured images and provided a thorough description of his remarkable observation on a popular online forum that attracts a wide range of amateur astronomers, scientists, and space enthusiasts from various corners of the globe. The reaction that followed was immediate and astounding, as countless individuals responded with excitement and curiosity. The flood of responses was truly overwhelming, as people from all over the world expressed their awe and admiration for his extraordinary sighting. The eyewitness's narrative instantly caught the attention of fellow enthusiasts of celestial observation, who were both fascinated and intrigued by his encounter. This unprecedented event prompted a flurry of activity among experts, as they diligently examined the accompanying photographs and diligently sought to validate the authenticity of the sighting. The enigmatic red triangle, radiating an otherworldly glow, posed a perplexing enigma that defied easy explanation. As the conversation on the internet started to pick up speed, experts in the field of astronomy and astrophysics joined in to contribute their knowledge and insights to the investigation. They carefully examined the detailed information about the light emitted by the mysterious object and conducted thorough analyses of the neighboring celestial entities. Oddly enough, one user said the following: "During a time-lapse session last month, where I captured the movement of the stars over a span of 5 minutes, I encountered an intriguing occurrence. Upon reviewing the resulting photo, I noticed a solitary red dot amidst a backdrop of stars that displayed streaks caused by the Earth's rotation. Interestingly, this red dot remained stationary, defying the expected motion." End quote. While another user said the following: "During the process of assembling my telescope a few weeks ago, I witnessed the same object. Before having everything set up, I looked through the eyepiece and saw a triangular formation above the moon. Due to the fact that my ZWO camera was not connected and configured, I unfortunately could not capture a clear photograph. Regrettably, by the time I had everything prepared and set up, the object of interest had already vanished. I have been amazed by the uniqueness of this experience and felt compelled to share it with everyone at the time. I'm really glad I found this footage and that others saw the same object." End quote. Interestingly, this isn't the first time that amateur astronomers have captured mysterious triangular aircrafts. The night sky, an endless expanse of mystery and fascination, has captivated humanity since ancient times, filled with twinkling stars, distant planets, and awe-inspiring celestial events. It serves as a mesmerizing canvas. However, within this vast cosmic theater, sightings of unidentified flying objects have continuously intrigued and puzzled people for countless decades. Amongst these reports, one particular type of UFO stands out prominently: the enigmatic triangle-shaped aircrafts. These distinct aerial objects, with their 3 distinctive points, have captured the attention of both scientists and researchers. The phenomenon of triangle-shaped UFO sightings has been observed for several decades, with a notable case taking place in Belgium during 1989. This incident remains one of the most extensively documented encounters in history. Numerous individuals, including law enforcement officers and military personnel, witnessed a vast triangular craft adorned with luminous lights, silently suspended in the night sky. In response to the sightings, the Belgian Air Force promptly dispatched F-16 fighter jets in an attempt to intercept the enigmatic entity. However, despite their efforts, the military aircraft proved unable to apprehend the object, thus confirming its extraordinary capabilities and distinguishing it from conventional aircraft. This incident serves as a fascinating testament to the enduring enigma surrounding triangle-shaped UFOs and their potential origins, inviting further exploration and scrutiny from the scientific community and enthusiasts alike. Similar sightings of unidentified triangular craft have been frequently documented in various regions across the globe, such as the United States, the United Kingdom, and France. These numerous accounts consistently depict these triangular objects swiftly gliding through the skies, completely devoid of any discernible sound, and defying the fundamental laws of physics as we currently comprehend them. These sightings have occurred over an extended period of time, lending further weight to their credibility and demanding thorough examination and analysis. Eyewitness accounts, although subject to potential inaccuracies, should not be dismissed outright. The sheer consistency and reliability of these reports from disparate locations and timeframes necessitates serious consideration and investigation. It is crucial to recognize that these observations are not isolated incidents, but rather a recurring phenomenon that demands meticulous scrutiny. One fascinating element of sightings, involving triangular-shaped, unidentified flying objects, is their remarkable tendency to appear in close proximity to military installations and engage with military activities. There have been instances where these enigmatic craft have been observed hovering near military bases or undertaking intricate maneuvers in the vicinity of highly sensitive areas. Such occurrences have sparked speculation among researchers and enthusiasts, giving rise to theories suggesting that these aerial objects could potentially be advanced military aircraft or experimental prototypes, pushing the boundaries of technological innovation and military prowess. Military authorities have consistently rejected any association with these sightings and frequently convey their own bewilderment regarding these enigmatic phenomena. Given the triangular configuration of these unidentified flying objects, it appears highly improbable that they are clandestine military endeavors, as it would be counterintuitive to knowingly expose them to public scrutiny in conspicuous settings. These ongoing sightings have prompted extensive speculation and analysis from experts and enthusiasts alike, fueling a deep curiosity about the true nature and origin of these perplexing aerial anomalies. One of the most persuasive justifications for the existence of triangular unidentified flying objects lies in their apparent technological advancement. Eyewitness testimonies consistently portray these craft as operating silently, effortlessly floating in mid-air, and executing precise and rapid movements that are beyond the capabilities of conventional aircraft engineered by human beings. These distinct attributes defy conventional knowledge and understanding of aviation technology. Witnesses have reported observing these peculiar triangular UFOs silently soaring through the airspace, displaying remarkable maneuverability and executing sharp turns at astonishing speeds. In addition, the perplexing aspect of triangle-shaped unidentified flying objects is the absence of visible propulsion systems or exhaust trails, which poses a challenge to our current knowledge of aerodynamics. Unlike traditional aircraft that rely on engines or jet propulsion, these UFOs seemingly operate quietly and leave no noticeable emissions. This intriguing observation leads to the speculation about the existence of advanced propulsion systems, potentially built upon exotic technologies that are not yet comprehended by the scientific community at large. Consequently, further investigation into these enigmatic triangular UFOs can provide valuable insights into the realm of potentially groundbreaking technological advancements that surpass our current understanding of physics and engineering. Scientists and researchers have shown a keen interest in investigating the sightings of UFOs in the shape of triangles, as they strive to gain a deeper understanding of this fascinating phenomenon. Although the scientific community has been cautious in fully accepting these reports, there is an increasingly acknowledged realization that something extraordinary is occurring in our skies, which demands thorough examination and study. The triangular nature of these unidentified flying objects has caught the attention of experts, prompting them to delve into the intricacies and complexities of these sightings. According to certain researchers, there is a contention that UFOs could potentially signify a revolutionary advancement in propulsion technology. They propose that these unidentified flying objects might harness cutting-edge principles of anti-gravity or electromagnetism. Although this line of thought remains speculative in nature, it does provide plausible interpretations for the distinct features observed in triangle-shaped UFO sightings. Moreover, delving into the examination and analysis of these unidentified flying objects possesses the potential to furnish us with invaluable knowledge, empowering us to broaden our comprehension of the intricate workings of physics and propulsion systems. Throughout history, it has been observed that significant scientific advancements have materialized as a result of investigating enigmatic phenomena that defy immediate explanation. This underscores the significance of delving into the realm of triangular-shaped UFOs, as it holds the promise of unveiling unprecedented scientific insights that can revolutionize our understanding of the universe. One of the most intriguing and thought-provoking explanations regarding the presence of triangle-shaped unidentified flying objects centers around the compelling notion that they might actually originate from advanced beings. Although this concept is highly speculative and lacks concrete evidence, it would be unwise to completely dismiss it. The possibility that these peculiar aerial objects are not of human creation and possess technological advancements far surpassing our own raises significant questions about their origin and the entities responsible for their existence. Proponents of the advanced hypothesis assert that unidentified flying objects could potentially be operated by beings originating from distant planets or alternate dimensions. These beings are believed to have attained a highly evolved level of technology, enabling them to navigate immense cosmic distances. While this concept may evoke thoughts of science fiction, its foundation lies in the idea that if intelligent life exists elsewhere in the vast expanse of the universe, it is plausible that they have surpassed our own progress by a substantial margin, both technologically and intellectually. By contemplating the existence of these advanced extraterrestrial civilizations, we open up a world of possibilities and broaden our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Over the years, a number of mysterious objects have been photographed close to our moon. The quest to unravel the mysteries of the vast expanse of outer space has captivated the human imagination throughout history. Despite our significant advancements in comprehending the cosmic realm which surrounds us, there are still countless enigmas that persistently allure our curiosity. One such enigma that has intrigued us for years revolves around the ever-persistent reports of unidentified flying objects sighted in close proximity to our lunar companion, the Moon. The enduring fascination with unidentified flying objects in the vicinity of the Moon can be traced back to the early stages of space exploration. Throughout the Apollo missions, astronauts consistently reported a multitude of peculiar sightings and extraordinary experiences. Among these accounts, one particularly well-documented occurrence occurred during the historic Apollo 11 mission in 1969, when the esteemed Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin caught sight of an enigmatic object in close proximity to the lunar surface. Perhaps most famously, Armstrong uttered the memorable words, "There are other spacecraft out there, lined up on the far side of the crater edge," a remark that continues to provoke widespread speculation and intrigue. This incident has sparked countless debates and theories, enticing experts and enthusiasts alike to delve deeper into the mysteries surrounding these lunar encounters. Throughout the subsequent Apollo missions, such as Apollo 14 and Apollo 15, there have been numerous reports and sightings that mirror the initial claims. The astronauts who embarked on these missions witnessed peculiar lights and objects while in lunar orbit, thus further fueling the fascination and curiosity surrounding the presence of unidentified flying objects near the Moon. In a captivating manner, it is interesting to note that these testimonies frequently exhibit recurring patterns, including sightings of objects with a distinct triangular shape. One of the most persuasive and convincing rationales supporting the existence of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the Moon lies in the remarkable level of sophisticated technology they seem to possess. Numerous witnesses consistently provide accounts detailing the precise and agile movements of these objects, frequently executing maneuvers that go against our current understanding of the laws of physics. Such descriptions raise intriguing questions about the potential advancements these UFOs have achieved, surpassing our own earthly capabilities. Moreover, the perplexing absence of a discernible means of propulsion poses a significant challenge to our current comprehension of the functioning mechanism employed by these unidentified aerial objects. Traditional spacecraft heavily rely on propulsion systems such as rockets or thrusters, which invariably result in the emission of exhaust or other visible emissions. On the contrary, the observed UFOs in close proximity to the Moon operate remarkably in a silent manner, devoid of any discernible emissions, thereby indicating the plausibility of employing advanced propulsion systems that are rooted in scientific principles that have not yet gained recognition within the mainstream scientific community. The occurrence of unidentified flying objects around the Moon has captivated the attention of scientists and researchers who are determined to unravel this perplexing mystery. Although the scientific community has maintained a reserved stance towards these reports, there is an increasing acknowledgement that peculiar phenomena are taking place in lunar space, thereby necessitating a deeper exploration. Researchers from various fields are displaying a heightened curiosity towards the presence of unidentified aerial objects around the Moon. In recent years, a group of scientists has put forward a fascinating hypothesis, suggesting that the unidentified flying objects that have been observed could potentially be unmanned probes or even autonomous spacecraft, and quite conceivably from extraterrestrial origins. While it's important to note that this idea is still largely speculative and far from proven, it would be imprudent to completely dismiss it when we consider the consistency of the reports and the level of advanced technology described by witnesses. Furthermore, delving into the examination of these mysterious objects has the potential to provide invaluable revelations in regards to our comprehension of propulsion systems and the vast realm of space exploration. Throughout history, it has not been uncommon for significant scientific advancements to arise when delving into perplexing phenomena that defy easy explanation. Therefore, meticulously exploring the presence of UFOs near the Moon might hold the key to unlocking a treasure trove of new wisdom and understanding pertaining to space travel and cutting-edge technology. One of the most intriguing and thought-provoking hypotheses pertaining to unidentified flying objects near the Moon revolves around the intriguing notion that these phenomena could potentially be of alien descent. Although this conjecture is purely speculative and lacks concrete evidence, it compels us to contemplate the profound implications and ponder upon the existence of intelligent life forms beyond our own planet. As of right now, the existence of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the Moon is an undeniably intriguing and significant occurrence that warrants thorough examination and investigation. While some may skeptically dismiss these sightings as mere anomalies or cases of mistaken identity, it is important to acknowledge the consistency and credibility of the numerous eyewitness reports. Additionally, the highly advanced technology exhibited by these objects and their enigmatic nature further underscore the need to delve deeper into this phenomenon. The prevalence of such accounts demands a comprehensive analysis that goes beyond surface-level explanations. It is crucial to approach this subject with a neutral stance in order to fully grasp its implications and potential significance. Unidentified flying objects, or UFOs, have held an enduring fascination for humanity for decades. These enigmatic aerial phenomena, often associated with extraterrestrial life and advanced technology, have ignited our collective curiosity and imagination. UFO mysteries have intrigued us for various reasons, from the possibility of alien encounters to the challenge they pose to our understanding of the cosmos. A few months back, a mysterious photograph appeared on Reddit, depicting an unidentified object hiding within the clouds. The individual who made the post submitted 3 photographs. However, after answering a few questions, the man vanished without a trace, and no one has been able to make contact since this happened. The individual had been closely observing the atmospheric formations when a particular object captured their attention. Up in the lofty expanse of the sky, adorned with an array of clouds, they came across an extraordinary spectacle, an unidentified flying object that bore a striking resemblance to a disk and appeared to be camouflaged amidst a dense assemblage of cumulus clouds. With an overwhelming surge of excitement pulsating through his veins, the man hastily reached out for his camera, his fingers trembling with anticipation. A myriad of thoughts raced through his mind as he aimed his camera at the enigmatic phenomenon concealed behind the veils of the clouds. The celestial object, captivating and ineffably mysterious, possessed a gleaming and reflective surface akin to a resplendent disco ball. The surreality of such an image seemed almost too extraordinary to fathom, leaving him in a state of awe and disbelief. When the man logged onto Reddit, he eagerly shared his remarkable photographs, and the moment he hit the post button, the response was immediate and remarkable. Within a matter of hours, his post garnered substantial attention from a diverse group of individuals, including UFO enthusiasts, skeptics, and curious observers who were all captivated by this. As the post gained traction and popularity, the man found himself being bombarded with an overwhelming influx of inquiries, queries, and remarks. Amongst the Reddit community, there were skeptics who attributed this peculiar occurrence to mere optical illusions or weather-related anomalies. On the contrary, there were individuals who eagerly shared their own personal encounters with unidentified flying objects and urged him to get in touch with reputable UFO research organizations and experts for further investigation and analysis. However, he was resolute in his pursuit of unraveling the truth. Days slowly transformed into weeks, as the man's post on Reddit continued to captivate the interest of readers, and the impact of his post was far-reaching, as he began to receive an influx of messages from fellow enthusiasts of the skies, all claiming to have witnessed similar occurrences in various corners of the globe. These accounts echoed his own experience, detailing the presence of unidentified flying objects, resembling disco balls cunningly concealed within the ethereal cloud formations. The phenomenon of sightings involving disc-shaped objects has sparked a strong sense of curiosity among individuals, leading to organized initiatives aimed at gathering more data and evidence. Oddly enough, only a matter of days after this mysterious photograph was posted, the man vanished and hasn't been heard from since. Many who have been following this story have questioned what happened to him, and as of right now, various theories have been put forward to explain what happened. As many have pointed out, worryingly, it's not uncommon for people who research this topic to go missing. The realm of UFO sightings is teeming with fascination and enigma, as numerous individuals assert to have encountered unidentified flying objects soaring through the heavens. Amidst the plethora of stories and encounters, there have been cases in which people inexplicably disappeared after disclosing their UFO photographs or recounting their experiences. The subject of UFO sightings is an expansive and captivating domain, shrouded in secrecy and riddled with unanswered questions. Countless individuals around the globe claim to have personally witnessed the awe-inspiring sight of unidentified flying objects traverse the sky. One of the main motivations behind individuals capturing photographs of UFOs before disappearing is their strong desire to obtain tangible evidence of encounters with extraterrestrial beings. This desire stems from the long-standing efforts of UFO enthusiasts and researchers who have tirelessly sought to gather undeniable proof of the existence of UFOs. By doing so, they hope to establish the credibility of their claims and stimulate genuine scientific investigation into the phenomenon. For years, passionate UFO enthusiasts and dedicated researchers have been driven by the need to validate their beliefs and experiences. These individuals, driven by their relentless quest for evidence, may accidentally come across sightings and manage to capture photographs that are truly captivating. And the burning desire within them to share these incredible findings compels them to upload these photographs on the internet, with the hope of generating interest and curiosity not only amongst the general public, but also within the scientific community. However, it should be noted that the revelation of such groundbreaking evidence can also lead to the unwanted attention of various individuals or groups who may have personal or vested interests in the matter. One viable reason behind the vanishing of individuals who photograph unidentified flying objects is believed to be government interference. It is not uncommon for individuals to inadvertently capture highly confidential military or classified technology while documenting UFO sightings through their lenses. In instances where these photographs attract significant public attention, governmental organizations might promptly intervene to safeguard national security concerns and interests. This immediate response is taken to ensure that any sensitive information regarding advanced technological advancements is not made widely accessible, thus maintaining the confidentiality and integrity of these state-of-the-art developments. Government officials or intelligence agents have the authority to make personal visits to individuals who have come across sensitive information, seizing any evidence they possess and cautioning them against any further disclosures. To ensure complete silence, individuals might be compelled to sign non-disclosure agreements, effectively burying their digital presence on the internet. These instances, wherein UFO photographers mysteriously vanish, serve as a haunting reminder of the significant repercussions one may face when exposing classified data. The disappearance of these photographers amplifies the potential dangers that await those who dare to reveal confidential information, thereby emphasizing the criticality of maintaining secrecy in such matters. It is believed by certain photographers who capture UFO sightings that their sudden disappearance could be connected to their actual interactions with beings from other planets. Despite the skepticism and doubt that typically surround such encounters, they remain a fascinating and significant aspect of the UFO phenomenon, In certain documented instances, individuals have come forward claiming to have been visited by extraterrestrial entities shortly after sharing their photographs of unidentified flying objects. These encounters serve as further intrigue, adding depth to the extraordinary world of UFOs and the potential existence of life beyond our own planet. These encounters, if they are indeed authentic, have the potential to completely alter a person's life and leave them feeling profoundly unsettled. In these extraordinary situations, extraterrestrial beings may impart important messages such as warnings or stress the utmost importance of maintaining secrecy. Overwhelmed by the potential repercussions and fearing further exposure, those who experience these encounters may opt to disappear from public view, choosing a life of seclusion in order to avoid any possible contact with these extraterrestrial entities. In certain situations, individuals who capture photographs of unidentified flying objects may encounter direct pressure or intimidation tactics from unknown sources who seek to prevent them from sharing their evidence. These coercive measures can vary from receiving anonymous messages that serve as ominous warnings about potential harm befalling their loved ones to experiencing blatant acts of intimidation. The reasons behind these menacing threats continue to be veiled in secrecy. There is speculation that influential entities, such as government agencies or covert organizations, might have a vested interest in concealing evidence of UFOs to uphold their control over public perception and discourage widespread panic. In this context, the vanishing of individuals who capture UFO sightings serves as a somber testament to the extreme measures certain individuals are willing to take in order to preserve the existing state of affairs. The profound silence surrounding these occurrences raises numerous questions about the hidden agendas and the potentially far-reaching consequences of keeping the truth hidden from the public eye. Despite the inherent perils and hazards associated with the act of disseminating pictures of unidentified flying objects, numerous individuals are motivated by an unyielding dedication to unveil the veracity. They hold steadfast in their conviction that revealing their discoveries is a moral obligation, undeterred by the potential aftermath that may ensue. These courageous individuals make the deliberate choice to share their captured UFO images with the public, fully cognizant of the potential consequences that may follow suit. Their motivation lies in the belief that their actions can make a significant contribution to the broader comprehension of the UFO phenomenon, with the ultimate aspiration of shedding light on the mysteries that encompass our universe. These individuals ardently hope that their compelling evidence will one day pave the way for unraveling the enigmatic secrets of the cosmos, thus providing invaluable answers to one of humanity's most enduring and perplexing enigmas. The vanishing of individuals who capture UFO sightings on camera, assuming the authenticity and credibility of their accounts, brings to light the intricate and diverse characteristics of the UFO phenomenon. It is a subject that encompasses various factors, such as the relentless search for concrete evidence, potential government involvement, encounters with extraterrestrial beings, possible coercion, and an unwavering commitment to uncovering the truth. These individuals emerge as enigmatic figures within the realm of UFO research, captivating the imagination with their mysterious disappearances and leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. The narratives they recount serve as a solemn and cautionary testament to the inherent dangers and repercussions that come with the disclosure of UFO-related proof. The mystique enveloping their vanishing acts underscores the persistent allure of the UFO phenomenon and the tantalizing prospect that we may stand at the brink of uncovering one of the most monumental enigmas in human history. As we delve further into their accounts, we begin to comprehend the gravity of the risks involved and the profound impact they have on the world at large. As long as people persist in their quest for answers within the realm of unidentified flying objects, the accounts of individuals mysteriously disappearing following the disclosure of their photographic evidence will continue to be ingrained in the lasting heritage of this perplexing and fascinating field of investigation. This enduring legacy serves as a testament to the enigmatic nature of UFO exploration, captivating the minds of enthusiasts and researchers alike. Unidentified flying objects have been a subject of fascination for humans throughout history. Their existence, if proven real and genuine, holds a profound allure that extends beyond mere curiosity. Exploring the possibility of UFOs, it becomes evident that they have captivated the collective human imagination for various reasons. One of the primary factors that captivates our curiosity regarding unidentified flying objects is the captivating possibility that they serve as compelling evidence of the existence of extraterrestrial life. This enduring concept of the cosmos being populated by life forms beyond our own planet has stimulated our imaginations for countless generations. The potential revelation that UFOs are, in fact, manned by intelligent beings from distant celestial bodies holds the power to revolutionize our understanding of the existence and diversity of life in the vast expanse beyond Earth's boundaries. This notion has captivated humanity for centuries and continues to provoke deep contemplation and investigation into the mysteries of the cosmos that surrounds us. The mere contemplation of encountering highly developed alien societies, with their diverse cultures and advanced technologies, sparks an insatiable curiosity within us, unveiling a tantalizing glimpse into a universe brimming with infinite possibilities. The presence of unidentified flying objects hints at the remarkable potential for interstellar communication, collaboration, and the exchange of knowledge, further enthralling our innate fascination with the vast cosmic expanse. UFO sightings are frequently associated with extraordinary and cutting-edge technologies that appear to be beyond our current understanding. These unidentified flying objects possess the ability to hover silently in the air and perform high-speed maneuvers that surpass the capabilities of any known human-made aircraft. Such occurrences challenge our comprehension of physics and engineering, pushing the boundaries of what we perceive as possible in terms of technological advancements. If the existence of UFOs is indeed confirmed, and they are verified as authentic, it opens up the possibility of unraveling the mysteries behind their advanced technologies. These unidentified flying objects present an intriguing opportunity to delve into the realm of revolutionary advancements in human engineering and propulsion systems. By closely studying and comprehending the extraterrestrial technologies employed by these extraordinary crafts, we may unlock profound scientific breakthroughs and innovative discoveries. The intriguing fascination with the unfamiliar has perpetually captivated the human mind, while unidentified flying objects stand as one of the most perplexing enigmas of our era. Their enigmatic essence, elusiveness in appearances, and perplexing defiance of ordinary explanations ignite an insatiable curiosity and ignite the flames of our imagination. The mere thought of unraveling the enigmatic mysteries surrounding unidentified flying objects ignites a burning desire within us to embark on a thrilling journey of exploration and enlightenment. It beckons us to venture into uncharted realms, pushing the limits of our knowledge and expanding the horizons of human understanding. This relentless pursuit of understanding UFOs transforms into a profound quest to unveil verities that have the potential to challenge and reshape our perception of reality itself. The world of UFOs is a realm fraught with endless possibilities and tantalizing questions. UFOs present us with deep existential inquiries regarding where humanity fits into the grand scope of the universe. If these unidentified flying objects are indeed authentic and not figments of imagination, they compel us to address fundamental uncertainties surrounding our existence, beginnings, and ultimate fate as a species. These enigmatic phenomena raise profound philosophical and scientific questions that demand thorough exploration and contemplation. The mere possibility of the existence of highly advanced extraterrestrial societies possessing the ability to travel between stars urges us to ponder the immense expanse of the universe and our place within it. It gives rise to profound discussions regarding our duty as caretakers of Earth and the potential significance we might hold within a wider cosmic community. Consequently, unidentified flying objects serve as a catalyst for deep philosophical and existential reflections. UFOs, assuming their authenticity and legitimacy, pose a formidable challenge to well-established scientific principles and the way we perceive the world. They compel us to reassess our knowledge of the natural order, celestial occurrences, and the potentiality of cutting-edge technologies that exceed our present grasp. In light of unexplained occurrences in the sky, scientists and researchers are encouraged to embark on new and unexplored avenues of investigation, thereby pushing the limits of scientific knowledge. The presence of unidentified flying objects serves as a constant reminder that enigmas continue to exist within the vast expanses of our universe, eagerly awaiting exploration by those who possess the curiosity and determination to venture into uncharted scientific territories and embark on daring expeditions of discovery and understanding. Tim Gallaudet, a retired Rear Admiral in the United States Navy, just said the following: "I think it's about time we disclose that we are in contact with non-human intelligence. That's what needs to be put out there in the public." End quote. Former Rear Admiral of the United States Navy, Tim Gallaudet, expresses his conviction in the credibility of UFO whistleblowers, such as David Grush, who claim that the government is involved in clandestine operations to retrieve non-human entities. Vice Admiral Tim Gallaudet, in an interview, expressed the ongoing quest to gain deeper insights into this cutting-edge technology. He said that its potential to provide a significant advantage in any military confrontation is a subject of great interest and study. It is a compelling justification for maintaining secrecy regarding the nature of the technology. He continued by saying that, taking into consideration the foreseeable future, it is our intention to avoid divulging and revealing the entirety of the recovered technology. Our objective is to provide a comprehensive picture of the situation without compromising the details of the technology in question. In the present moment, he believes it is vital for us to acknowledge and reveal our interactions with intelligence that is not of human origin. This essential information should be shared with the public, allowing for a greater understanding and awareness of this phenomenon. It is crucial to provide a comprehensive account of our engagement with non-human intelligence. Gallaudet made an additional statement about these unidentified flying objects, asserting that we are indeed encountering beings of non-human origin who possess technology beyond our comprehension, accompanied by motives that remain elusive. The individual in question is an expert in oceanography who has held significant positions within the U.S. Department of Commerce. Specifically, they have served as the Assistant Secretary of Commerce for Oceans and Atmosphere, as well as acting Under Secretary of Commerce for Oceans and Atmosphere and acting Administrator of the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. With an extensive background in this field, they have played a crucial role in shaping policies and initiatives related to marine and atmospheric sciences. During his time serving in the Navy, he firmly asserts that he encountered video evidence of unidentified flying objects. This intriguing claim adds a new layer of intrigue to his military experiences. The subject of extraterrestrial or non-human intelligence has been a topic of intense debate and skepticism for many years. Publicly acknowledging one's belief in these phenomena has often been met with criticism and social stigma. Ever since reports of these allegations began to circulate in the media, there has been a noticeable shift in the overall narrative. The frequency of various incidents involving the government has significantly increased, further contributing to this evolving storyline. Skepticism, a prevailing tendency among humans, plays a crucial role in fostering a clearer and more insightful comprehension of the world we inhabit. By fostering a healthy dose of skepticism, we are able to navigate and engage with our reality more effectively. However, when it comes to certain subjects like the existence of extraterrestrial life or unidentified flying objects, many individuals opt to draw a distinct boundary, remaining skeptical or dismissing such notions outright. Over the past 6 years, there has been a concerted effort to ensure credibility and legitimacy by involving both the military forces and the scientific community. On a significant date, specifically Thursday, May 18th, an esteemed professor from Stanford University made an appearance at the SALT Forum in the bustling city of New York. This noteworthy event saw the dissemination of a concise video showcasing the remarkable assertions made by none other than Professor Nolan, a highly respected and influential figure in his field. Eager to establish his expertise, the video captures an inquiry regarding his credentials, ensuring that the audience understands his unparalleled qualifications to discuss the subject matter at hand. Within the hallowed halls of Stanford University, Dr. Gary P. Nolan holds a prominent position within the eminent Pathology and Immunology department. Throughout his illustrious career, he has made significant contributions in the realm of cancer research, a field that has seen extensive collaboration between the esteemed institution and the United States government spanning numerous decades. Given this impressive background, it is without a doubt that Dr. Nolan stands as the epitome of a specialist capable of providing a scientific perspective on the likelihood of extraterrestrial life existing on our very own planet. The assertions put forth by the individual in question are certainly not meant for those who are easily startled. As soon as this bold claim was made, it caused a stir among the general public, prompting gasps of surprise. If the same statement had originated from a typical UFO enthusiast conducting independent research, it likely would have been dismissed without much consideration. However, Dr. Gary Nolan's credibility is firmly established due to his connections with the government and his extensive contributions in this field. In fact, despite being dubbed a skeptic by the most fervent proponents of this subject, Dr. Nolan consistently opts for a scientific approach when evaluating various cases that come his way. One cannot help but be intrigued by Dr. Nolan's unwavering certainty when it comes to the existence of non-human intelligence on planet Earth. He staunchly maintains that such intelligence has already established a profound presence, leaving no room for doubt. Furthermore, he firmly reiterates his conviction by insisting that the case is a matter of absolute certainty, devoid of any ambiguity. However, it is particularly noteworthy that his claim regarding the involvement of the American government in UFO crash retrieval programs is shrouded in mystery, as he refrained from divulging specific details. A whistleblower, who previously worked as an intelligence official, has come forward to provide Congress and the intelligence community Inspector General with a wealth of classified information. This information pertains to highly secretive programs that the whistleblower claims involve the recovery of both fully intact and partially intact objects of non-human origin. These objects are believed to be of extraterrestrial nature. According to the individual, he claims that vital information has been unlawfully concealed from Congress. Additionally, he has taken the initiative to file a formal complaint stating that he faced illegal repercussions for his act of confidentiality, disclosing this important information. It is important to note that this particular report reveals these allegations for the very first time. Numerous intelligence officials, both currently serving and former, who possess insights into these programs from their experiences in various agencies, have independently shared similar and corroborating information. This information has been provided through official channels as well as unofficially. The individual who brought attention to the issue, David Charles Grush, is not only a whistleblower but also has an impressive background as a former combat officer in Afghanistan. He has served in key positions within the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency and the National Reconnaissance Office, both renowned institutions. Notably, from 2019 to 2021, Grush assumed the role of the NRO's representative to the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, which signifies his expertise and involvement in this field. The establishment of the task force aimed at exploring the enigmatic occurrences that were formerly referred to as unidentified flying objects, now officially termed as unidentified anomalous phenomena. Originally led by the Department of the Navy under the Office of the Under-Secretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security, this task force has undergone a restructuring and expansion, resulting in the creation of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office. The expanded mission of this office encompasses the investigation of anomalous objects, not only in the skies, but also those operating beneath the surface of the water. Grush revealed that the process of recovering fragmented pieces and even intact vehicles has been ongoing for several decades. This has been accomplished not only by the government, but also by its allies and defense contractors. Through detailed analysis, it has been concluded that the retrieved objects possess extraordinary characteristics, indicating their origin is not of human intelligence. These objects exhibit unique vehicle structures, undergo rigorous material science testing, and display distinctive atomic arrangements and radiological signatures. Such findings raise intriguing questions about their extraterrestrial or unknown origins. The continuous efforts in this field have provided us with a comprehensive understanding of these phenomena, enriching our knowledge and prompting further exploration. In his complaint submission, Grush has retained legal representation from a highly experienced lawyer who previously held the position of the original Intelligence Community Inspector General. Grush emphasized that the discussion does not revolve around mundane origins or identities, pointing out that his previous communication with Congress and the current ICIG goes beyond that. He further elaborated on the nature of the material, stating that it consists of both complete and partially complete vehicles. Grush adhered to the established protocols, by submitting the information he planned to share with us to the Defense Office of Pre-Publication and Security Review, which operates within the Department of Defense. It is essential to highlight that all the statements made by Grush, which were officially documented, gained the approval for unrestricted disclosure on both April 4th and 6th, 2023. These approvals were granted through the examination of pertinent documents. By following the required procedures, Grush ensured that the information he provided was in compliance with the established guidelines and regulations. A man in Wajima City reported that the day before the earthquake hit Japan, he noticed a strange orange light in the sky. After watching it for several minutes, he noticed that it suddenly started to change shape. At first, it turned into a circle and then into a cross. While this was happening, he managed to capture some of these formations on camera and said that during this strange encounter, 3 glowing orbs showed up. The man detailed that before this encounter, he had never seen anything like this, and that what transpired next changed his outlook. He reported that an astonishing sight unfolded before him, revealing a resplendent and luminescent orange cross suspended majestically in the velvety night sky. He reported that the cross, suspended in the sky, seemed to pulsate with an otherworldly energy, emanating a captivating and welcoming radiance. Bolstered by an irrepressible urge to immortalize this surreal moment, he frantically fumbled for his smartphone, anticipating the capturing of this extraordinary phenomenon. As the man observed the mysterious light intently, his eyes widened with awe as he witnessed another mesmerizing spectacle unfold before him. With each passing moment, 3 mystical orbs materialized into existence, their ethereal presence taking the shape of perfect triangles. In a breathtaking display, these orbs gracefully orbited around a radiant cross, their movements synchronized flawlessly in a celestial dance. The cross itself emitted a soft, gentle orange glow, casting a warm aura in the darkness. However, it was the luminosity emanating from the orbs that truly captured the man's attention, its brilliance rivaling that of the cross. The harmonious interplay between the cross and the orbs created a captivating visual that he had never seen before. He also pointed out that none of these objects made a noise. The mysterious triangular orbs floated effortlessly in the vast expanse of the sky, their presence seemingly intertwined with the cross that stood resolutely beneath them. Each orb, perfectly positioned, formed an equilateral triangle, and it was during this moment that he realized he was in the presence of something extraordinary, something that defied the boundaries of rational comprehension. As he gazed upon the mesmerizing spectacle unfolding before his eyes, the concept of time ceased to hold any significance, and he reported that the bustling world around him faded into insignificance, leaving him enveloped in a profound tranquility that defied explanation. The man described that it felt as though he had transcended the boundaries of ordinary existence and entered a realm of pure enchantment, untouched by the constraints of daily life. The celestial display captivated him, evoking a sense of wonder and awe that expanded his perception of reality. Oddly enough, this isn't the first time that someone has witnessed these types of objects before a disaster. The enduring fascination with UFO sightings, a phenomenon shrouded in mystery and still awaiting concrete answers, has captivated mankind for countless generations. While the conventional narrative often dismisses these encounters as mere hoaxes, hallucinations, or misidentifications, there exists a subset of UFO sightings that elicits profound curiosity. Numerous accounts from credible sources have put forward compelling evidence that connects these sightings with significant natural disasters or catastrophic events, leaving us with perplexing questions and a yearning for deeper understanding. UFO sightings prior to disasters have been a recurring phenomenon throughout history, with numerous well-documented cases. An illustrious incident took place in Italy in 1954, when a sequence of UFO sightings preceded a catastrophic flood in Florence. Witnesses described sighting radiant objects in the sky several days before the flood, leading to speculation that these sightings could have served as a cautionary sign or a forewarning of the impending calamity. The occurrence of UFO sightings ahead of catastrophic events is not something that emerged recently, but rather a phenomenon deeply rooted in history. There are many instances where such encounters are extensively recorded. Similar incidents have been recounted in different regions worldwide, spanning from earthquake-prone zones in Japan to hurricane-prone areas in the United States. These remarkable anecdotes frequently depict unidentified flying objects as being positioned, darting, or executing peculiar moves in the heavens just prior to a natural calamity. The striking consistency of these narratives from diverse geographical locations and time periods inevitably raises thought-provoking inquiries regarding their authenticity and significance. Delving deeper into the subject, a comprehensive exploration of these accounts is crucial in order to shed light on the intricate connection between UFO sightings and impending natural disasters while maintaining a neutral standpoint. One of the most intriguing elements surrounding sightings of unidentified flying objects prior to catastrophic events is the remarkable credibility of the individuals who report them. These encounters often involve a multitude of witnesses, ranging from experienced pilots and military personnel to everyday citizens. The consistency of their eyewitness testimonies is remarkable, as they vividly describe the UFOs with attributes that defy logical explanations, such as astonishing velocity, sudden changes in trajectory, and remarkably silent operation. These sightings carry immense weight due to the diverse range of witnesses who have come forward. They include credible professionals who possess extensive knowledge and training in aviation and military operations. Moreover, it is worth mentioning that a significant number of these individuals who have come forward as witnesses to UFO phenomena have no previous inclination or engagement with the subject matter or any interest in paranormal activities. This particular aspect adds an extra layer of complexity in dismissing their accounts as figments of their imagination or illusions. The credibility attributed to these witnesses poses a significant challenge to the widely held notion that all sightings of unidentified flying objects are the outcomes of either elaborate hoaxes or mere misinterpretations of ordinary occurrences. One of the most fascinating elements surrounding UFO sightings that precede disasters is the remarkable correlation in terms of time between these two occurrences. It is quite intriguing to observe how, in numerous instances, UFO sightings have materialized mere days or even just hours before catastrophic events such as earthquakes, tsunamis, or volcanic eruptions. Although it is essential to note that this temporal correlation does not necessarily imply a causal relationship, it undoubtedly sparks inquiries regarding the potential connection between these two phenomena. Delving deeper into this matter, it becomes evident that the juxtaposition of UFO sightings and impending disasters warrants a comprehensive exploration. Some experts in the field of advanced phenomena and unidentified flying objects propose a fascinating hypothesis regarding the possibility that these enigmatic craft possess highly advanced technology that enables them to detect and respond to various natural disturbances present in Earth's environment. This intriguing theory suggests that the occurrences of UFO sightings might not be mere coincidences, but rather a compelling indication of these otherworldly vehicles' remarkable ability to sense or even interact with the intricate geological and meteorological processes taking place on our planet. The scientific community has historically shown reluctance in acknowledging and studying UFO phenomena. However, there is a noticeable shift occurring where more and more experts recognize the importance of investigating these events. A growing number of scientists argue that exploring UFO sightings that precede natural disasters could offer valuable insights into the connection between Earth's natural processes and unexplained aerial phenomena. This shift in attitude reflects a comprehensive approach towards understanding the mysterious and unexplained sightings of unidentified flying objects. Rather than dismissing them as mere illusions or hoaxes, scientists now acknowledge the significance of studying these occurrences. Researchers are currently delving into a range of hypotheses, aiming to shed light on the perplexing phenomenon of UFOs. One intriguing possibility being explored is the potential interaction between UFOs and Earth's complex magnetic fields, tectonic activities, and atmospheric conditions. Although these investigations are still in their nascent stages, they offer a promising pathway toward enhancing our comprehension of not only UFOs, but also the intricate workings of the natural world. One of the most intriguing concepts regarding UFO sightings occurring prior to catastrophic events is the idea of advanced intercession. Although this theory is largely speculative, it is not entirely dismissible. Advocates posit that highly advanced extraterrestrial societies could possess the capacity to detect and react to forthcoming natural disasters transpiring on our planet. The notion that unidentified flying objects have been observed in proximity to calamitous occurrences has sparked intense speculation and debate. If these reported sightings of unidentified flying objects are indeed linked to beings from other planets, it presents significant inquiries regarding the way they engage with our Earth and the possibility of their benevolent intervention during critical situations. While the idea remains speculative, it highlights the importance of ongoing research and exploration into this phenomenon. The prospect of extraterrestrial encounters opens up a vast array of questions encompassing the nature of their purpose, intentions, and potential impact on our world. As of right now, it is imperative to acknowledge that the occurrence of UFO sightings preceding natural disasters is indeed a valid and substantial phenomenon that warrants both serious contemplation and scientific inquiry. While some individuals may be inclined to dismiss these encounters as mere coincidences or the result of psychological influences, it is crucial to consider the consistent nature of eyewitness testimonies, the evident correlation between such sightings and natural calamities, as well as the credibility of the individuals reporting these incidents. In the quiet countryside of Finland lived two avid birdwatchers. Their shared passion for wildlife had forged a deep bond between them, and together they embarked on countless adventures to observe the avian wonders of their homeland. On a specific instance, they experienced an enigmatic occurrence in the celestial realm that left them bewildered and intrigued. On a serene and bright day, the sun beamed a gentle radiance over the picturesque Finnish terrain as the two individuals embarked towards their beloved bird-watching sanctuary. The weather was refreshing, and the atmosphere was tranquil, enhancing their outdoor experience. Hovering gracefully just beyond the canopy of the trees, a gleaming metallic entity remained suspended in mid-air. The aircraft's appearance was ethereal, lacking any identifiable wings or propellers, which gave it a surreal quality. Its form seemed to constantly transform, defying all expectations of a conventional aircraft, as observed by the individuals witnessing it. During the encounter, a man recounted the moment when he struggled to quickly modify his camera configurations to document the peculiar occurrence. Fortunately, he managed to do so just in time before the mysterious object vanished into the distance. This incident highlights the importance of being prepared to capture unexpected events promptly and effectively. While engaged in the act of capturing images, the individual managed to take numerous photographs. Concurrently, his companion endeavored to record the enigmatic object on video, expressing difficulty as his camera seemed unable to appropriately focus on the object due to its constantly changing appearance. This situation presented a challenge in documenting the mysterious entity through visual means. The appearance of the object underwent a series of remarkable changes, evolving first from a shiny disc into a stretched-out cylinder and eventually into a perfectly round sphere. Throughout this transformation, the object's shape shifted gradually, showcasing a fascinating metamorphosis. As they peered through the lens of their cameras, capturing every intricate detail, and pondered over a myriad of inquiries, their gaze remained fixed on the enigmatic entity that hovered before them, shrouded in mystery and intrigue. After seizing the images, the individuals recounted that the unidentified object swiftly ascended with remarkable velocity, vanishing into the immense reaches of the sky shortly afterward. This event left the observers in awe of the sudden and rapid movement displayed by the object. Both individuals found themselves incapable of grasping the essence of the occurrence they had observed. Despite their efforts, the complexity of the phenomenon eluded their understanding. In the typical scenario involving unknown objects being captured, the images inevitably found their place on social media, triggering discussions and speculations among individuals regarding the nature and identity of these objects. The observation made by an individual highlighted the intriguing nature of the sighting, noting that the majority of unidentified objects typically maintain a consistent shape. This particular observation of a changing shape was deemed significant as it added a layer of authenticity to their encounter, thus enhancing the credibility associated with the experience. One proposal recommended that the images be uploaded to a database specifically designed for UFO sightings as a precautionary measure in the event that this unidentified object is observed again. Many labeled this object as a shape-shifting UFO and said that these objects possess a distinctive feature characterized by their remarkable capability to morph into a wide array of shapes and forms, showcasing a level of versatility that intrigues witnesses and challenges conventional beliefs. Observers worldwide have recounted encounters with unidentified aerial phenomena that initially present themselves as the classic flying saucers commonly associated with UFO lore, only to undergo astonishing metamorphoses into elongated cylinders, luminous orbs, or even amorphous fluid-like structures. This remarkable ability to alter their appearance transcends the boundaries of known aircraft technologies, pushing the boundaries of our understanding in fields such as propulsion, aerodynamics, and materials science. Numerous reliable witnesses, ranging from military personnel and commercial pilots to trained observers, have documented instances of UFOs exhibiting shape-shifting characteristics. These eyewitnesses typically hold a high level of proficiency in distinguishing between conventional aircraft and atmospheric occurrences, adding credibility to their reports. Their narratives imply that the phenomenon goes beyond mere optical deceptions or misinterpretations, as these individuals possess the knowledge and experience necessary to discern between familiar and unidentified aerial entities. The accounts provided by these individuals offer compelling insights into the complex nature of these sightings, suggesting that there may be more to these encounters than meets the eye. Shape-shifting unidentified flying objects are commonly linked to flight behaviors that surpass the capacities of traditional planes. Observers have recounted abrupt alterations in speed, unpredictable movements, and the capability to remain suspended noiselessly for prolonged durations. These actions go against the established laws of physics, pushing the boundaries of our comprehension and questioning the fundamentals of propulsion and aerodynamics. UFO sightings often involve encounters with phenomena that exhibit astonishing capabilities, sparking curiosity and prompting a re-evaluation of our understanding of aviation norms and technological possibilities. The enigma surrounding the mechanisms responsible for the shape-shifting abilities of unidentified flying objects continues to captivate both scientific inquiry and public discourse. Various conjectures abound, with some postulating the use of cutting-edge metamaterials or unconventional propulsion mechanisms to facilitate rapid alterations in form and structure. Conversely, alternative hypotheses propose that these enigmatic craft could be manipulating electromagnetic fields or tapping into esoteric energy reservoirs to achieve their fluidity in appearance. The lack of definitive explanations highlights the imperative for a more exhaustive and rigorous scientific exploration into this perplexing phenomenon. In the field of UFO investigation, numerous theoretical models have emerged to elucidate the phenomena of shape-shifting UFOs. One prevalent conjecture suggests that these entities could potentially be sophisticated military aircraft or innovative technological prototypes that are presently under classified status. While this perspective rationalizes the extraordinary aerial behaviors observed, it falls short in accounting for the conspicuous lack of public acknowledgement and the widespread occurrence of shape-shifting UFO encounters across the globe. These enigmatic sightings transcend geographical boundaries, prompting a deeper inquiry into the underlying mechanisms that govern these elusive entities and the implications they harbor for both scientific exploration and public awareness. In the realm of UFO phenomena, there exists another intriguing hypothesis, proposing that UFOs capable of shapeshifting could potentially originate from extraterrestrial sources. Advocates of this notion put forth the argument that the varied forms these UFOs can assume and their sophisticated functionalities point towards a technological prowess surpassing human capabilities. They posit that these enigmatic objects might serve as emissaries from civilizations outside our planet, engaging in reconnaissance or exploration missions, utilizing their shape-shifting ability as a tool for adaptation to diverse environments. The notion of shape-shifting UFOs being of alien descent opens up a realm of possibilities regarding the existence of extraterrestrial beings and their potential interactions with our world. In Finland, the phenomenon of UFO sightings boasts a rich history that stretches back to the mid-20th century. Instances of enigmatic aerial occurrences have been meticulously chronicled across various landscapes within the nation, encompassing the densely wooded realms of Karelia and Lapland, in addition to bustling urban hubs such as Helsinki. These reports encapsulate a spectrum of experiences, ranging from individual testimonies to collective observations where multiple individuals have witnessed inexplicable events unfolding in the nocturnal heavens. The presence of unidentified flying objects has intrigued and bewildered both locals and researchers alike, leading to a comprehensive exploration of these occurrences that have become an integral part of Finland's cultural and historical tapestry. One notable feature of UFO observations in Finland lies in the existence of numerous observers and supported narratives. In various cases, it is not just individuals who have observed UFOs, but entire communities have experienced these mysterious phenomena. These accounts frequently include similar specifics, including the visual characteristics of the objects, their atypical movements, and the lack of sound, which adds weight to the authenticity of the sightings. This phenomenon raises questions about the potential explanations behind these sightings, as well as the impact they may have on the perceptions and beliefs of those who have encountered them. The consistent nature of these reports across different witnesses and locations suggests a need for further investigation and analysis to unravel the mysteries surrounding UFO sightings in Finland. The Moon, Earth's closest celestial companion, has long captivated human imagination and scientific curiosity. While the Moon's familiar face is visible to us from Earth, its hidden hemisphere, known as the dark side of the Moon, remains shrouded in mystery. This enigmatic region, perpetually facing away from our planet, has sparked fascination and intrigue for generations. China garnered significant attention by achieving the historic milestone of landing a probe on the unexplored far side of the Moon, marking a groundbreaking achievement. With the successful touchdown of the Chang'e 4 spacecraft, equipped with a robotic rover tasked with conducting terrain explorations for upcoming missions, China has cemented its position as the first country to reach the lunar surface that perpetually faces away from Earth. The mission's execution was fraught with challenges, particularly in establishing communication links with the Earth due to the uncharted territory being traversed. The unexplored nature of this lunar region presented novel obstacles for the mission's experts. Intriguingly, the rover managed to capture captivating images during its operations, including one that raised eyebrows due to the presence of an unexplained anomaly in the background. The photograph showcased the lunar landscape, with speculations emerging about a peculiar object resembling a large disk in the distant view. Following the dissemination of this image, various UFO groups and enthusiasts engaged in fervent debates regarding the mysterious object captured in the lunar backdrop. While some suggested it could be a natural lunar formation like a mound, others drew comparisons to the classic depiction of a UFO. This unexpected discovery added an element of mystery and intrigue to China's groundbreaking mission to the Moon's elusive dark side, sparking a wave of speculation and interest among the global space exploration community and beyond. This image holds significant fascination due to its recent capture, and within the realm of lunar photography, it displays remarkable clarity. The photograph stands out as it was taken quite recently, showcasing a level of detail and sharpness not often seen in these types of photographs. Photographs often lack clarity, with many appearing blurry to the viewers. However, individuals who have had the opportunity to observe such photographs have remarked that there is a distinct impression of a presence in the background. Amid discussions about celestial anomalies, a user emphatically asserted that a particular entity sighted on the Moon does not belong there and is in fact an unidentified object. According to their observation, this disc-shaped object was discernible against the rest of the background. Delving into the intriguing realm of lunar exploration, another individual shared their extensive endeavor of meticulously combing through archives of historical Moon images in search of enigmatic anomalies. They expressed admiration for a particular photograph, hailing it as one of the most remarkable images they've encountered in their quest. This dedicated individual devoted significant time and effort to scrutinizing these lunar records, driven by a fascination with the unknown. The individual mentioned that while the majority of unidentified flying objects are typically observed above the Moon, An exception was made in this case where a puzzling object was sighted directly on the lunar surface. This unique occurrence serves to validate the claims of certain astronauts who asserted that they felt under surveillance during their moon missions. The presence of such an object on the moon's surface adds a layer of intrigue and credibility to the reports of astronauts sensing a watchful gaze upon them during their lunar missions. It's because of photographs like this that others have questioned that they might be the reason why we have never returned. The concept of unidentified flying objects being observed on the lunar surface is not a recent revelation. This notion has circulated for many years, with numerous individuals asserting that astronauts themselves have attested to witnessing such phenomena during their moon missions. According to reports, while traversing the moon's terrain, astronauts have purportedly spotted peculiar objects maneuvering through the lunar skies. Some astronauts have even publicly recounted their encounters, describing these unidentified crafts as maintaining a vigilant watch over them throughout their lunar expeditions. These revelations have sparked considerable interest, prompting speculation that the documented images might indeed capture authentic instances of extraterrestrial presence. One commentator said that the moon stands out as a prevalent location for encountering unidentified aerial vehicles. Annually, numerous videos capture enigmatic craft in proximity to our sun. Notably, the novelty of this particular image lies in its rarity, portraying objects directly on the lunar surface. They regard this photograph as among the more convincing evidence showcasing UFO activity on the moon. This discourse underscores the enduring fascination and debate surrounding the potential existence of UFOs within the celestial realm, particularly on the moon. The testimonies of astronauts, coupled with the visual evidence presented, serve as compelling elements in the ongoing exploration of this intriguing phenomenon. In continuation of the discussion, some individuals suggested that those responsible for monitoring the images may not have noticed any anomalies. Conversely, there are voices that argue the image depicts a natural geological formation or attribute it to a phenomenon where the mind perceives patterns or shapes where none exist. On the contrary, advocates of unidentified flying objects refute such explanations, contending that they are often used to dismiss those who identify and analyze such anomalies. They maintain that the image in question is distinctly clear and undoubtedly captures an object positioned on the surface of the moon. This diverse range of perspectives illustrates the intricate nature of interpreting such images, with varying views on the presence of anomalies in lunar photography. Through a meticulous analysis of the image, proponents and skeptics alike continue to engage in nuanced debates over its true implications and significance. The fascination with the mysterious dark side of the moon has seen a significant surge in recent years. This phenomenon pertains to the aspect that the moon consistently presents the same physical facade towards the Earth, resulting in a perpetually hidden portion known as the dark side. Throughout history, astronomers, amateur skywatchers, and even astronauts have reported sightings of UFOs in the vicinity of the moon. These encounters date back to the Apollo missions in the 1960s and 1970s, when astronauts were the first to share their experiences of unexplained phenomena while in lunar orbit. During the iconic Apollo 11 mission in 1969, a widely recognized event took place when astronaut Neil Armstrong made a reference to encountering visitors or other spacecraft while exploring the lunar surface. Initially kept confidential, the communication has now been disclosed, sparking intrigue and discussion regarding the identity and characteristics of these unidentified entities. This specific incident has captured the imagination of many, leading to various theories and interpretations about the presence of extraterrestrial beings or phenomena during the historic moon landing. Amateur stargazers have played a significant role in enhancing the accumulating pool of proof regarding celestial observations. They have actively engaged in capturing photographs and filming peculiar entities or light sources in proximity to the moon. Although numerous of these observations can be rationalized as common occurrences or tricks of the eye, there persist a multitude of baffling and captivating instances that defy easy explanation. The involvement of novice astronomers has been pivotal in shedding light on these enigmatic occurrences, prompting further investigation and analysis by the scientific community. The progress in amateur astronomy, coupled with the widespread availability of consumer-friendly telescopes and cameras, has driven a surge in contemporary UFO sightings in close proximity to the Moon. Individuals passionate about astronomy globally frequently record their findings and disseminate them on various online platforms. With the internet serving as a central meeting point, UFO enthusiasts engage in collective efforts to scrutinize and interpret these accounts, fostering a collaborative environment for in-depth research and analysis. This phenomenon not only reflects the increasing accessibility of astronomical tools to the general public, but also underscores the growing interest and engagement of individuals worldwide in exploring and understanding the mysteries of space. Numerous accounts have emerged regarding triangular or saucer-shaped objects traversing in close proximity to the Moon on a regular basis. These unidentified objects display peculiar flying trajectories, showcasing behaviors such as lingering in one spot, making sudden shifts in course, and achieving remarkable accelerations at astonishing velocities. Such aerial maneuvers surpass the operational abilities of any existing human-engineered spacecraft. The frequency of these sightings and the anomalous behavior exhibited by these objects have captured the attention of many observers and researchers, sparking intrigue and speculation about their origin and purpose. Proponents supporting the extraterrestrial hypothesis contend that the aggregated evidence from sightings, along with the credible testimonies provided, warrants serious consideration and should not be summarily ignored. They emphasize the necessity for conducting more thorough scientific inquiries into these occurrences, advocating for independent scrutiny of lunar observations and fostering collaborations with global space organizations. Expanding on this perspective, it is imperative to delve deeper into the intricacies of alleged encounters and sightings to gain a comprehensive understanding of the phenomena. If the existence of UFOs in close proximity to the Moon is indeed confirmed to be authentic, the implications of such a revelation could have far-reaching effects on humanity. In essence, this phenomenon not only challenges our current comprehension of the universe, but also prompts a deeper investigation into the very essence and characteristics of these enigmatic spacecraft. One of the key inquiries it raises pertains to the potential origins of these unidentified flying objects. Are they under the control of intelligent beings hailing from distant planets, or do they signify the presence of highly advanced and self-governing technological constructs? Recent observations of unidentified flying objects in proximity to the Moon have sparked discussions regarding the possible interest of extraterrestrial beings on Earth. This occurrence raises intriguing questions about the intentions of these potential visitors, leaving us to ponder whether they come in peace or with other motives. The implications of such encounters highlight the necessity for global collaboration and transparent communication to effectively manage any future interactions with advanced alien civilizations. The possibility of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the Moon sparks discussions regarding the existence of undisclosed lunar facilities or bases. A segment of theorists proposes that these unidentified crafts could be involved in observing Earth or engaging in scientific explorations from strategic points on the Moon. Although these assertions are predominantly based on speculation and do not have substantial supporting evidence, they contribute an additional layer of fascination to the enigma. The notion of potential UFO activities in lunar vicinity raises questions about the presence of secret lunar infrastructures or establishments that remain hidden from the public eye. A story circulating on various social media platforms recounts the discovery of an abandoned cave entrance near the renowned Nazca Lines in Peru. This account has garnered significant attention due to its intriguing nature. The individual made the decision to thoroughly explore the vicinity, yet upon entering, he was astounded by what he discovered. In 2018, the Ministry of Culture of Peru took the decision to close the primary entrances. Subsequently, a year after the person shared images of their discoveries on a website, Peruvian authorities took action to shut down the website. In the parched deserts of Nazca, Peru, the adventurer described how he fearlessly embarked on a journey with his camera through the challenging terrain, resolute in his quest to unveil the enigmatic mysteries concealed beneath the Earth's crust. The individual recounted an account of discovering a hidden entrance to a cave, emphasizing that the passage's whereabouts, hidden beneath layers of moving sand over centuries, had safeguarded its enigmas from curious gazes and inquiries. The man's revelation shed light on the extraordinary concealment of the cavern's entryway, which had remained shielded from explorers for years. As he proceeded further into the cave, the faint illumination unveiled a remarkable spectacle, captivating his senses and instilling a sense of awe. Nestled snugly within a narrow crevice, he stumbled upon a meticulously carved stone artifact, its surface embellished with cryptic symbols and figures bearing an eerie similarity to the renowned Nazca lines, the ancient geoglyphs etched into the Peruvian desert. The mysterious object captured his curiosity, laying the groundwork for a remarkable revelation that would challenge all preconceived notions. Delving further into the depths of the cave, he unexpectedly came across a truly remarkable discovery, a substantial golden pyramid adorned with inscrutable engravings, adding an even greater sense of awe to his expedition. The golden facade of the pyramid, despite being dulled by the passage of time, emitted a mesmerizing radiance that seemed to transcend earthly understanding. As he meticulously examined the outer surface of the pyramid, he stumbled upon an even more remarkable revelation. The golden pyramid's surface showcased meticulously detailed carvings and inscriptions, remarkably resembling the ancient Sumerian cuneiform script, which is renowned as one of the earliest writing systems worldwide. This intricate resemblance served as a testament to the enduring influence and richness of ancient cultural exchanges. The ancient inscriptions, despite being worn down by weather and erosion, seemed to tell a story. A testament from a society that seemingly could not have been aware of the Nazca lines, let alone constructed such a monumental creation. The markings, though faded, suggested a deeper narrative, possibly originating from a civilization oblivious to or disconnected from the existence of the Nazca lines. He raised inquiries about the possibility of the cuneiform symbols, which are crafted with wedge-shaped characters, portraying a narrative of a sophisticated civilization that ventured to the Nazca region in quest of knowledge, potentially intrigued by the mystery surrounding the geoglyphs. This prompts us to consider whether there is a deeper connection between the symbols and the ancient civilization, showcasing a profound quest for understanding and enlightenment. The inscriptions referenced the use of celestial navigation, intricate mathematical principles, and a profound desire for knowledge that surpassed limitations of both time and space. Delving into the task with an in-depth commitment, he conscientiously recorded the inscriptions, fully cognizant of their profound historical importance. Furthermore, he carried out thorough preliminary examinations to authenticate the Golden Pyramid, and noted that he had never seen anything like this before. The initial findings provided compelling evidence, indicating that the origins of the pyramid can be traced back over 2 millennia, predating the established Sumerian civilization by several centuries. The unearthing of the Golden Pyramid adjacent to the Nazca lines carries significant implications that transcend our perception of ancient societies and the interwoven nature of human history. This remarkable discovery not only sheds light on the advanced architectural and engineering capabilities of ancient civilizations, but also prompts a reassessment of the history of the area. If the authenticity of the Sumerian inscriptions is validated, it not only contests conventional historical chronologies, but also raises inquiries concerning intercontinental interaction and the dissemination of knowledge within ancient societies. This potential validation could fundamentally transform our understanding of early civilizations. The unearthing of a remarkable golden pyramid, in close proximity to the Nazca lines, embellished with ancient Sumerian inscriptions, stands as a perplexing enigma that warrants in-depth exploration and meticulous scientific inquiry. Surprisingly, the images were actually shared online a couple of years back. This has been highlighted by many as a significant factor contributing to their credibility. It has been argued that this timeline provides compelling evidence that they were not disseminated in response to the recent events involving the Peruvian entities. Peru has attracted the attention of numerous researchers due to its illustrious ancient civilizations, stunning natural scenery, and diverse cultural legacy. Furthermore, the country has captured the fascination of individuals interested in the potential existence of extraterrestrial life. Over the course of recent decades, there has been a proliferation of assertions and accounts detailing alleged interactions with extraterrestrial beings and sightings of unidentified flying craft in the airspace of this South American country. Although doubts remain, These reports have ignited interest and discourse regarding the conceivable presence of mysterious beings in Peru. The ongoing skepticism has not deterred the emergence of curiosity and debate surrounding this subject. The enigmatic and awe-inspiring Nazca lines, situated in the parched Nazca Desert of southern Peru, have long held a spellbinding allure for researchers, archaeologists, and adventurers alike. These mysterious geoglyphs encompass a vast and intricate collection of colossal figures, meticulously etched into the Earth's surface, standing as a testament to one of the world's most iconic archaeological marvels. Spanning an expansive area of roughly 1,000 square kilometers, the Nazca lines have sparked numerous inquiries regarding their purpose, origins, and the civilization responsible for their creation. Their existence continues to provoke profound fascination, prompting an extensive exploration of their significance and the cultural context within which they emerged. The Nazca lines were created by the Nazca culture, a pre-Inca civilization that thrived in the region from around 100 BC to 800 AD. This civilization, known for its remarkable pottery, sophisticated irrigation systems, and complex societal organization, was responsible for carving these impressive geoglyphs into the desert floor. The geoglyphs include a variety of shapes, such as animals, birds, humans, and geometric patterns, with the largest of them stretching up to 1,200 feet in length. The ancient Nazca civilization, residing in the dry expanse of the Nazca Desert, grappled with the formidable endeavor of creating colossal geoglyphs with exceptional precision. Crafting the renowned Nazca lines involved the painstaking removal of iron oxide-coated pebbles, which adorned the desert terrain to unveil the lighter-toned earth beneath. Through meticulous planning and execution, they achieved remarkable accuracy, all without the aid of contemporary surveying instruments or advanced technology. The Nazca people's ability to accomplish such feats reveals their unparalleled ingenuity and mastery of their environment, offering a remarkable testament to their remarkable cultural and artistic heritage. The purpose of the Nazca lines has been a subject of fascination for many, giving rise to a multitude of theories over time. However, a consensus on their true purpose is yet to be reached. Several prominent hypotheses have been proposed to shed light on this enigma, but none have gained universal acceptance. Some of the leading conjectures regarding the function of the Nazca lines encompass a wide range of perspectives and speculations. The Nazca lines have intrigued researchers who speculate that they served an astronomical purpose, possibly as an intricate astronomical calendar or markers for significant celestial events, such as solstices and equinoxes. This belief is bolstered by the alignment of certain geoglyphs with astronomical occurrences. This suggests that the Nazca people may have had a deep understanding of celestial events and incorporated them into the design and purpose of the lines. Numerous academics posit that the Nazca lines served a religious or ritualistic function. Certain geoglyphs, notably the hummingbird and monkey, are believed to symbolize animals that held profound significance in the eyes of the Nazca community. It is surmised that these depictions may have been employed in various ceremonies or offered as tokens of appeasement to the deities they worshipped. The intricate network of geoglyphs found their purpose intertwined with the spiritual and ceremonial practices of the Nazca people, signifying a deep-rooted connection between these iconic figures and their beliefs. The Nazca civilization gained recognition for developing advanced irrigation methods, enabling them to flourish in a dry climate. Certain scholars propose that the geoglyphs served as indicators for water reservoirs or channels, playing a role in the administration of these crucial water resources. This demonstrates the ingenuity of the Nazca people in devising intricate systems to harness and distribute water, thus facilitating their agricultural productivity. The profound understanding and utilization of water management techniques by the Nazca culture underscore their impressive adaptation to the challenging environmental conditions. The Nazca lines have sparked another intriguing theory, suggesting that they served as colossal artworks and a means of storytelling. It is proposed that these geoglyphs might have been utilized to depict myths, legends, and cultural narratives, serving as a method of communication for the Nazca people and also for visitors from nearby societies. This theory delves deep into the possibility of the Nazca lines being a platform for visual storytelling, contributing to the rich tapestry of theories surrounding these enigmatic creations. Some academics posit that the construction of the Nazca lines played a crucial role in fostering unity within the Nazca society. The collective involvement in creating these expansive geoglyphs potentially led to the cultivation of a shared identity and a sense of belonging among the population. This substantial undertaking likely contributed to a stronger sense of community and cohesion, serving as a unifying force for the Nazca people. The purpose of the Nazca lines continues to elude scholars, despite numerous theories and speculations attempting to unravel this enigma. What adds to their enigmatic nature is not only the vast scale, but also the intricate complexity of these geoglyphs. The creation of these elaborate designs would have demanded a deep understanding of mathematics, geometry, and surveying from the Nazca people. Intriguingly, they achieved this feat without the advantage of a clear aerial perspective, as most of the geoglyphs can only be fully appreciated from a high altitude. This raises compelling queries about the methods they employed to ensure such meticulous precision and execution without a clear view from the ground. The enigmatic Nazca lines persist in prompting inquiries regarding the societal framework and efficiency of the Nazca civilization. The creation of these immense geoglyphs would undoubtedly have necessitated substantial resources and a substantial labor force. Unraveling how the Nazca populace orchestrated such endeavors and the driving forces behind their actions continues to fuel intense deliberation within archaeological circles. The intricate nature of the Nazca lines not only showcases the technical expertise of the ancient civilization, but also underscores the intricacies of their cultural, social, and possibly religious dynamics, providing a window into the complexities of a civilization's history. The Nazca lines are constantly endangered by a combination of natural elements and human actions. Factors such as wind and rain erosion and the inevitable effects of time have contributed to the progressive decay of certain geoglyphs. Furthermore, the upsurge in tourism within the area in recent years has sparked worries regarding possible harm caused by the increased footfall and vehicular movements. These circumstances have resulted in a pressing need for comprehensive measures to safeguard the integrity and preservation of these ancient and remarkable cultural artifacts. In response to these obstacles, significant initiatives have been undertaken to conserve and safeguard the Nazca lines. The United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization classification of the site as a World Heritage Site in 1994 stands as a testament to their cultural and historical importance. Furthermore, local authorities have enacted a range of measures, such as imposing restrictions on access to specific areas, limiting aerial overflights, and advocating for responsible tourism practices to mitigate any detrimental impacts on the geoglyphs. These multifaceted actions underscore the concerted efforts to ensure the sustained protection and preservation of this invaluable cultural heritage. The Nazca lines, etched into the desert plains of Peru, stand as an enduring puzzle, exemplifying one of the most iconic and enigmatic archaeological marvels globally. Crafted by the ancient Nazca civilization over a millennium ago, these colossal geoglyphs persist in evoking curiosity and fascination among scholars, archaeologists, and sightseers. Despite the abundance of conjectures surrounding their intentions, no conclusive explanation has surfaced, engendering a captivating enigma that beckons further investigation and revelation. This perplexing legacy of the Nazca culture continues to captivate the imagination, inspiring in-depth research and provoking a quest for deeper understanding. SpaceX's Starship spacecraft and Super Heavy rocket, known collectively as Starship, are an innovative and incredibly advanced transportation system engineered with the purpose of facilitating the transportation of both crew members and cargo to various destinations, including Earth's orbit, the Moon, Mars, and even beyond. What sets Starship apart is its revolutionary design, which allows for complete reusability, thus reducing the financial and logistical burdens associated with space travel. Starship is an engineering marvel and holds the distinction of being the most potent launch vehicle ever created, boasting a remarkable capability to carry an impressive payload of up to 150 metric tons, ensuring cost-effectiveness and efficiency by maximizing the utilization of its reusable components. Today, SpaceX's awe-inspiring Starship and Super Heavy booster successfully launched into the skies, lifting off from their Starbase test and manufacturing facility in Boca Chica. On the shores of South Padre Island, just a short distance from Boca Chica, an impressive crowd gathered in the early morning hours to witness a remarkable event unfold. The atmosphere was filled with anticipation and excitement as hundreds of spectators eagerly awaited the momentous launch. With bated breath, they watched as the vibrant glow emitted by the 33 powerful first-stage Raptor engines of the Starship pierced through the billowing cloud of exhaust, marking the beginning of a monumental journey. Rising to an astounding height of almost 400 feet, the Starship stands as a testament to human engineering prowess. Its sheer magnitude and unparalleled power make it the largest and mightiest rocket ever constructed. Its imposing presence at the Starbase launch pad is a sight that can be admired from miles away, a towering symbol of technological advancement and human ambition. This test flight marked the second attempt at launching the fully integrated Starship, comprising the Super Heavy first-stage booster and the Starship upper-stage spacecraft. The initial launch, which took place on April 20th this year, did not achieve the same level of success as the recent endeavour. In April, the Starship launch encountered a setback, resulting in a self-destruct command being activated about 4 minutes into the flight. During the incident in April, one of the contributing factors to the unexpected disassembly of the Starship was the failure in the separation of its two stages. Today, during the launch, the momentous event of Starship's stage separation took place perfectly on schedule, precisely 2 minutes and 41 seconds after liftoff. This critical procedure seemed to unfold seamlessly, indicating the precision and expertise of the launch team. During the recent launch, an intriguing development occurred, as individuals on social media claimed to have witnessed an unidentified flying object in close proximity to the Starship. What makes this even more peculiar is that it is not the first instance where enigmatic objects have been observed near SpaceX rockets. This phenomenon has attracted considerable attention and sparked curiosity among the public. Delving deeper into this intriguing occurrence and listening to eyewitness accounts helps shed light on the ongoing mystery surrounding these unidentified aerial phenomena. In the past few years, there has been a growing number of reports about unidentified flying objects being observed near SpaceX launches. This phenomenon has added a captivating aspect to the continuous exploration of outer space. These reports have sparked curiosity and speculation among researchers and enthusiasts alike, prompting further investigation into the nature and origins of these mysterious aircrafts. The unidentified object that was observed in close proximity to the Starship megarocket exhibited a triangular configuration and seemed to maintain a consistent path, prompting speculation regarding the plausibility of this occurrence. This situation has piqued curiosity among individuals who are intrigued by the mechanics of such a phenomenon, prompting questions about the factors influencing its trajectory and the potential implications it may hold. Triangle UFOs, also known as black triangles, are a specific category of unidentified flying objects that stand out due to their unique triangular form. These triangular-shaped unidentified objects have garnered significant attention within the broader UFO phenomenon. Numerous witnesses have provided their accounts of these phenomena, consistently describing them as sizable, shadowy, and eerily quiet. These enigmatic objects exhibit a triangular shape, with lights conveniently located at the three corners of the triangular formation. Reports of triangle-shaped unidentified objects have surfaced in numerous regions across the globe, encompassing both the United States and regions in Europe and Asia. When it comes to triangle-shaped unidentified flying objects, their ability to hover silently in the sky, maneuver with remarkable agility, and accelerate rapidly stands out as one of their most prominent and intriguing features. Witnesses who have had the first-hand experience of observing these objects have consistently described them as defying the laws of physics, showcasing flight capabilities that far exceed those of any known aircraft manufactured by humans. Numerous instances of these enigmatic black triangle objects have been recorded throughout various space missions. Individuals dedicated to examining the live footage from the International Space Station's cameras have reported witnessing triangular-shaped, unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the space station. This phenomenon has sparked intrigue and curiosity within the scientific community, and among space enthusiasts, as these mysterious triangular entities continue to leave a lasting impression on those who observe them. Triangle-shaped unidentified flying object sightings have garnered considerable attention and have been documented by individuals across various backgrounds, ranging from ordinary civilians to experienced pilots and even military personnel. These reports, which include detailed eyewitness testimonies, consistently highlight specific features and characteristics of these triangular aircrafts. Witnesses frequently detail their experiences with triangular-shaped unidentified flying objects, which frequently involve remarkably close encounters, often occurring within a mere distance of a few hundred feet from the actual object. These individuals vividly describe these enigmatic constructs as immense and commanding, casting an eerie, almost haunting shadow as they glide effortlessly through the sky. One notable characteristic frequently mentioned by eyewitnesses is the presence of luminous lights positioned at each vertex of these triangular unidentified objects, illuminating the surrounding area and adding to the overall mystique of the sightings. One aspect that is particularly captivating about these reported sightings is the notable absence of any sound emanating from the triangular-shaped unidentified flying objects. Witnesses consistently describe these craft as completely silent, challenging the conventional understanding of propulsion systems utilized in conventional aircraft. In the realm of SpaceX launches, there has been growing intrigue surrounding reported UFO sightings, leading to a deeper exploration of the mysterious nature and source of these unidentified flying objects. As SpaceX endeavors to push the boundaries of space exploration, the presence of these unidentified objects has led many to say that more investigations are needed. Numerous individuals who were present at the scene have provided detailed accounts of observing dazzling illuminations, unorthodox flight trajectories, and perplexing maneuvers, all contributing to the accumulation of substantial anecdotal proof. So, what do you make of this mysterious object captured during the SpaceX Starship launch? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.